And the game award goes to, oh man, I have to pay a microtransaction to unlock. That's so stupid that this has to, hold on, I got this, guys. Here we go. You know it's true. It's really stupid. The winner, Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
But you know, party.
What's up, everyone? This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is going to be the real episode 135 of GG's The Mouthful Podcast.
Let's give it up for 135 GGs.
That's what I want to hear. 135 GGs.
100. Okay, let me start. GG, 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 GG. Oh, I lost count.
Yeah.
All right, let's start again. GG, 1 GG.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 GGs.
GG times 135.
There you go. It's like divided by zero.
Divided by zero?
Yes.
Okay.
You just broke the universe. You created a black hole.
Ah, yes, the black hole. That voice, of course, is Mr. David Santos, a.k.a. Dreamtwister.
I get that feeling of deja vu.
What's going on, sir? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was very thankful. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so thankful to hear that.
I am so thankful to hear that we had a good holiday. Yeah, no, man, it was great. I have my family, is here, so we were all together, reunited at my house, and we realized that everybody was thinking that we were gonna have at least 3 times the amount of people that we were having.
Yes.
So there was
A common problem for Thanksgiving.
among the Latin community, I would say more than anything.
Yeah.
Not to be generalizing or anything, but it's true. We like to eat, and we celebrate the occasions where we eat.
We more specifically, we do not want to have not enough food.
Not enough, exactly. We
that's
never
like,
want to
that's
be in
like
that
the
position.
carnal error
Yes.
to just have not enough food. So we overcompensate for having food, and then we regret it for the next week because we have now too much food.
Or we are thankful because we don't have to cook for the next entire week.
You are right. I like the way
we're
you
gonna
think,
be, and we're gonna be creating all sorts of turkey-based recipes.
Yes.
Stuff that you didn't even know you could actually put together, like turkey waffles.
Yeah, turkey croquettes.
Turkey croquettes. Yeah.
Let me see.
Empanadas de turkey.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. I
There
like
you
that.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. You're gonna be putting all
Turkey
sorts of
turnovers.
things. Yeah.
Turkey pot pie.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So yeah, we can go on forever with
forever.
that.
Yeah.
So that's a problem because as soon as you came into the house, I started to
Yes.
stuff you with like anything I have. It's
You
like,
did.
okay, let me see. There's stuff here that people brought in that was not even touched, not even open, because it was so much food, and drinks. You actually. You saw the bottles that were left at the house. Some of them like very unopened.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they were.
and you prepared some potions here.
Yes, this is a little concoction I like to call. I don't know. What to call this?
We'll call it.
We're gonna call it Pink Floyd. How
We're
about
gonna
that?
call it a pink. Well,
Yeah,
actually, I
a
think
Pink
there
Floyd.
is a Pink Floyd already.
Drink?
Yeah.
Well, this is my Pink Floyd.
Oh, all right. This is the cover band of Pink Floyd.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Pink Floyd's cover band.
That's
there we
right.
Go.
That's right. I like it.
like
Salud.
it. There you go. And it's pink to boot.
And
And it has tequila, which I don't know whose idea was that. But
woo, man, this is really good
I'm glad
because
you like it.
it is dangerously so. It's dangerously good. I'm actually in my second. If you guys need to know, I kind of prepared. Oh, he prepared me the first one, and it was so sweet and it was so good and so potent also that I just went down with it. I was like, oh shit, I have nothing to do the podcast now.
So I had to make another one. For him, and-
yeah, he had to give me more ammunition here.
Yeah.
And if you guys hear me extra cheery,
And mistakes,
now you know.
mistakes are about to happen.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. You're gonna hear a lot of
Repeating. ourselves.
repeating. Yeah, a lot of
It's okay
slurring.
though. It's okay because it's
be a podcast like
Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving podcast, and we're all right. We're all right to be this way.
That's right. And I am thankful for each and every one of our members of the team.
Absolutely.
You guys
Cheers to
are
that.
awesome. We cheer to you. And
Wow.
oh man, I gotta take it slow with it.
Yes, you do. If this is your first time listening, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Please go to goodgame.tech, join the conversation there, and of course, please like, subscribe, and share the podcast on whatever service you're listening to it on. Wow, already messing up.
Oh wow, that's your first.
I'm only halfway through. Jesus. Spotify is new. We're new on Spotify. So if you're on Spotify, you can find us there as well. All our podcasts have all the way up to episode 11, and we're at 135 now. So everything up to from 11 on is available.
It's our most complete archive.
It is.
It happens to be.
Thank you, Spotify.
And we're not sponsored by Spotify. If you guys don't know.
But hey, if they want us to, I will not say no.
And Audible also.
Yeah.
If you want to throw us a bone over here, hey, we'll
be down
love to
with that.
sponsor you. Yeah,
Absolutely.
We'll talk about the books that we are not reading because we're listening.
Oh, listening, yes. What we normally do is we go into first off, what we've been up to, then into some news items, and finally finish with our hot topic of the week.
Aww.
This week's hot topic is the 2018 Game Award nominations have been released, and we're just going to go in, picking it, basically make fun of some of the picks and insult some of the ones that are probably going to win,
Or the ones that were supposed to be there for some reason.
The ones that got shunned.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So, all right, let's start the show, sir. What have you been up to?
Oh, you want to start with me? Okay. So let's
Either
see.
way.
So yesterday, after we had our turkey, we went up to the Black Fridays.
Oh my God, I can't believe you did that.
Here's the thing. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing it at all. But I have family members coming from Dominican Republic.
And they like to do it.
And it's not something that it's normally like celebrated.
Oh,
that
okay.
time. So they were here. They're visiting. So why not? We just decided to go to Florida Mall at like 10 o'clock and be out of there by almost 1.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, man. And we just walked. Honestly, Black Friday is a myth. It no longer works. Or some might argue it has never actually worked, except for the 2 or 3 people that decide to camp early. I didn't think it was that crazy. Like the mall was. I mean, it was open, but it didn't feel like it was like full. Even the lines at the different stores like GameStop, there was a line there, but it wasn't anything crazy,
Well, yeah. Remember, I've only done the last year's Black Friday. I don't think I've done one before that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And that one was the line. I mean, the line wasn't very long, but man, did it take a while to get to the front. I mean, it was just like, they were moving at a slow pace. I don't know if that's normal, but no, I would think that it does work, or rather, there are good deals out there, but they're few far between. You kind of have to know where they're at, and then of course you're limited to the stock that's available. You know what I mean?
Here's the problem that I have with this, and this is the more I've been researching into this phenomenon yes. That we have here in the States, where we're thankful for the stuff we have, but then we just go ahead and we need to get more because
pretty much
if something us Americans are good at is consumerism.
Yes.
So we're gonna go buy shit that we don't need just because they're almost giving it away. But are they really? So say for example, I bought myself like 3 shirts, basically that in it. That's all. I didn't get any electronics. I didn't get anything like super hoo-ha.
Did you have to
like
shove
that.
people aside for these shirts?
No, not even. I tell you, it was kind of empty, and the when I learned that, say for example, what's the big ticket item that almost that people are hoping to get on Black Friday usually,
TVs.
like exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you know? And I was not aware of this, that some of these brands, they actually do specific models of TV just for Black Friday alone, and the reason why they're able to sell them at such low cost is because they might be almost, I want to call them maybe like rejects of previous models, like rebranding. or they they severely have a lack of features.
Okay.
Like they might take like you might connect it and it comes out with like one or two HDMI ports. You know, for example, just to give you an example,
Yeah.
right? Or they claim it's HDR, but the TV itself, the brightness is not decent enough to make
to see
HDR
HDR.
actually work. Exactly. So it's stuff like that. So that TV that you're thinking that you're getting at such an amazing price and that you've done all this research, you might be getting a special Black Friday edition that might be crap, and or you might be getting something from a brand that you don't know.
Oh, yeah,
which
those
I
are the
guess
worst,
it's
yeah.
fine. I guess it's fine if you're looking.
I mean,
to,
if you know of the brand, I mean, there's actually a lot of brands. I think we covered this at one point, but there was a lot of brands that are unknown that are actually very good.
Oh yeah,
but you
TCL
have to kind of
or
do your homework.
TLC. TCL, for example, is
TCL,
a
I think
Chinese
it is,
brand that have come a long way. They're like really, it's like Vizio. Like when Vizio started, it's like okay, that's an off brand.
And
but
here it
now,
is still, yeah. Mhm.
now it's a very strong contender. And those TLC monitors or TVs, TCLs. Thank you. They are. They actually pass a lot of reviews. They're like really good. They're supposed to be really good. I searched for it, a little bit just to see what it is because I want to replace the TV in my living room, which is like a really old LG from like the 1990s. No, it's not. But it's an old
One of the
old TV.
original
It's not-
flat screens.
Yeah, it's. I was surprised that it was 1080, even though I'm not even sure if it might be 1080i. For all I know, who knows? The thing is, I was just like browsing, but like nothing. Those. See, other than the only special deal that I saw that was decent was that PS4 Spider-Man bundle that they were doing for 199 US dollars. That sounded good.
A lot of
if I
places
wouldn't
are
have had a
actually doing
PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just it's everywhere. Like Target's doing it, GameStop's doing it, Walmart's doing it.
Yeah, Kohl's actually were giving, on top of that, they were giving a gift card for it. But now the problem is that they usually have like 5 units or 10 units.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
it's never
They're
going to be
limited,
enough.
yeah.
It's just going to go
On
there.
purpose too.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to have enough of them anyway. You told me how lucky you were last year where you got your son PS4 for $150.
Yeah,
which is
that was
amazing.
a crazy deal. Yeah,
And you had to make a line. You had to do the line.
we had to do a line, and we did it on Thanksgiving. So we actually had Thanksgiving dinner, then left to go stand on the line. You know what I mean? And but it was like early. I think it was like 5 or something like that, or 5:30 or something like that. And we got online because they opened at 6 or some craziness like that.
Yeah.
And we, the line was significantly long, but we got there early enough. We got there was probably a good 10 people by the time they opened, and we got there early enough. And by the time they opened, there was a pretty big line behind us.
Yeah.
But when we get in, the guys, they came, hey, what are you here for? Okay. What are you here for? Whatever. And they were essentially doing inventory as they're going along, and got to someone, kind of a ways back from us, but they were back on the line. They were all here for the same deal, and but they got to that person, it's like, yeah. By the time you get to the front, they're no longer going to be there. So just we want to let you know. Was there anything else you were looking to get?
Someone decides to cancel.
Yeah, exactly.
You can stick around just to see.
Exactly.
No.
So, which I think it's a good thing, because obviously, why would you want to have somebody wait there for 2 hours just to find out, it's not going to be there. So,
to be honest, I have also done most of my shopping earlier.
Me too. Yeah.
So there was nothing really that caught my attention. So I just went there just to like be, with the family and
get some churros.
That. So I guess some churros. Oh yeah, some Nutella, the Nutella flavored churros was amazing. They were amazing. They were great. Ooh, yes. Let me see. What have I played? Well, believe it or not, I'm still playing Battlefield 5 because I cannot conjure the will to continue playing Battlefield 5. Dude, I don't know what it is, but this game.
You're not playing. Did you say you're not playing?
I'm still playing it. It's just that I might play for half an hour and then be like, oh, okay, I'm done. Really?
Oh wow. Okay.
It's not.
Let it go.
Really.
You only pay $50 for it. Just
no, I know,
playing.
I know, and it will happen. Obviously, it's gonna run out, and I'm not continuing the subscription, the subscription to Origins. But I was hoping that I will get to see the problem that I have with the game is that the stories are there's not so much different from Battlefield 1. And on Battlefield 1 they were short, there were night vignettes and then you were done. And this one supposedly they were supposed to be longer or something. If I feel like they're actually shorter. Either that or they expect you to go on the hunt for this collectibles that they're not really anything. They don't really add anything up to to the gameplay other than, hey, complete this challenge. Find 4 letters that are exactly. And I'm just not doing that because I don't care, really, and it's a shame. It's Battlefield of that genre. Battlefield was one of my favorite games, and I really love. But even Battlefield 4 multiplayer, I really like, because the single player was a whatever, but it was it was okay, it was fun. But on this one, it's I don't care that much, and not even the multiplayer. So I did a little bit of that, but I actually started playing a different different game, and I was pleasantly surprised. Not because I expected this game to be bad or anything like that. It's just that I didn't expect it to be this enjoyable.
Okay. The
Messenger, sir. The Messenger. You gotta play The Messenger. That game, as you're about to spit your drink.
This is why we should probably talk about this beforehand, because that's exactly what I've been playing.
Oh shit! There you go. Woo! Up front again. Yeah. There you go. That's why
I was literally playing that. I stopped it. I was like, "Hey man, I'm on my way." You go, "Hey, give me 30 minutes." Okay. Turned it back on.
I can play for a little bit. No, I'm not that far, but I'm glad that you're playing it, because at least you can give you my impressions of the little bit that I played, so far.
Okay.
Sir, it's great.
It is. It's really, it is.
So it's so good. It's not perfect by any. I do have my qualms, but I'm early enough to where I'm willing to. I'm waiting for it to hopefully surprise me and get a little bit better. Because the problem that I'm having with it, just to get that out of the way, is that for a Ninja Gaiden-esque, I guess, homage to it, it feels a little too easy. It's like I died for the first time, and it was because I just experimented into. There's a hole in the on the floor over here. I wonder if that's a secret. And I just go in and I die. I guess it's not a secret.
Because sometimes it is. Sometimes there's something there. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's problematic, because I feel like if it's gonna be a secret, give me some sort of tell. Don't make me just lose a life just for the sake of losing a life. Because the game actually it has a quite hilarious yet still punishing way of making sure that you don't, you're just not gonna be dying often, and it's not like lack of continuous or anything like that. It's not to that level.
No. Which honestly, I think that adds to the simplicity of the game. Considering when you think of Ninja Gaiden, you die enough, you're starting
done
from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you have to start way over.
Yeah. So
when you run out continuous.
That definitely doesn't happen here.
So have you died on this one?
Yes, but I'm also pretty far. I don't know where you're at, but I'm pretty far in where I've faced a few bosses where I'm like, fuck these guys.
Oh, okay. No, I think I've gone. Okay, that's good. No, I have gone. I'm early enough to where there was a stage where I guess I was expecting a boss, and the dude that the storekeep told me like. What are you talking about? It's I told you this is your day off. Yeah. You can just this is your easy stage. Just go.
Which is I gotta say the writing is really, really hilarious to me, especially that whoever that guy is,
the shopkeeper. Yeah.
He's I don't know if you listen to, because you can ask him about hey, tell me a story. Stories to tell. His stories are hilarious.
The stories are stupidly hilarious. Okay. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and then the banter between the two of them is pretty. Your character, the ninja, the messenger, and the shopkeeper.
It's very Deadpool in the breaking the fourth wall.
It does break the fourth wall.
I like extreme, and it's like, okay, this game it obviously knows what it is, to the point where at the very beginning, and just give like 30 seconds if you don't want to hear it. But at the very beginning, when you get the claws, and he said that they were something along the lines
John
of
Gayden?
Yeah, about
Yes.
getting them from John Gayden, and you ask like, who's John Gayden? And it's like, just a reference that we need to address.
There's a lot of that. It continues that way. It's actually really good.
Oh man, he's made me chuckle.
Several
quite a bit.
times.
Several times.
Even some of the bosses that you end up fighting, they're actually pretty interesting.
I haven't seen that many, but the ones that I've fought so far, they've been interesting. And I guess that's my motivation, right? To see what is the next level of craziness or silliness. In this case, it'll be. I heard that. I keep hearing, and unfortunately, this was thrown again into the reviews that there's some sort of twist that the game turns into something. I don't know what it is, but I don't want.
I mean, from the trailer alone, you can see.
I haven't seen the trailer.
Okay, well, we should have, because it was one of our trailer of the weeks.
Well, no, but it's one of those things that happen, and I'm not gonna remember.
Well, yeah.
When it happens, I'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, it's funny, but there's a. Well, I'm ahead of you, so I'm not really gonna talk about it. But I am enjoying it too. So
no, the Messenger is great right now. It's $20 right now. I believe in Steam you can get it for $14.99. I think it was something like that.
$13.99. I got it on Steam as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're playing on Steam.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what made me laugh, because I saw it says Dreamtwister owns this game, and I'm like, really? How he didn't mention that he bought this game.
Damn you. Damn you.
Welcome to the information age, my friend.
There was some leaks, there was some early leaks that I was playing the Messenger.
Steam leaked it, yes.
Freaking Steam. Oh my God. But you know what? I'm gonna let you talk a little bit more about it, because I just been having a great time with it. And then the last thing that I was actually trying to do before you came in was so Katamari Damacy is gonna it's coming out on December 7th for Switch and for PC. Why put it on December 7th, the same day that Smash Bros. Is coming? It's like, oh my God, you are literally sending this game to die.
The games are, it's not a new game.
No, it's not a new game, but it could have had a second. It could have had a second win, with a release.
How much is it?
Especially, I think it's $30.
Ooh, okay. Remastered or just?
It's it's a remaster. They call I'm sorry, it's a re-roll, man. It's called Katamari Damacy Re-rolled. So roll that shit and pass it to the left. I'm a big fan of the original Katamari Damacy. I would love for you to play it also. This game is great, man.
I would, but I don't have a Switch yet.
I think
maybe, I don't know.
I don't think I want to say I heard.
I'll look it up.
Please double check, because this cannot be a Switch exclusive. Switch and PC. It cannot be just that. But just in case it is, what the hell, guys? You're putting it right there with Super Smash Bros. This game is not gonna sell, and it should, because it deserves it. I did not care much for the sequels, maybe for the second Katamari Damacy, but everything after that it felt forced.
Just PC and Switch.
Ah, damn it.
Yep.
By the way,
that's Bandai Namco.
One of my favorite gaming soundtracks. Also, it's just really catchy, really cool. Somehow you need to play this game. You know what? It's time. It's time, sir. You need to jump. You need to jump in, and I don't mean the 360.
I know, yeah.
And you need to jump into the Switch bandwagon, because there's a gaping hole of games that you need to be playing.
There are, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We'll mention several of them on the Hot Topic.
Oh yeah, we'll go over those. So anyway, Katamari Damacy was the demo was out for in Japan, so I made a Japanese account, which was surprisingly easy to do on Nintendo. The Nintendo said that all the games were going to be region free, so they weren't kidding. It's actually surprisingly easy to make a Japanese account and just log into the Japanese store and start downloading demos that are not here. A bunch of Neo Geo games and that are not in the state. Problem is, evidently you cannot spell the romanized the Katamari Damacy like in English.
So you had to look it up.
I have not been able to find the God bless game because I don't know how to spell Katamari Damacy in Japanese, nor would I be able to enter it on the US Switch that does not have, the kanji characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm screwed. I've been going like game by game, just looking at the boxes or the screenshots just to see one of them is Katamari Damacy, and nothing.
Wow.
And it's funny because the PS2 release of that game, when it came out, I want to say that the name was actually in Japanese, even in the US release.
Mm.
It was just that. No, but you know what? It must have had the name also. I remember the kanji characters, but it must have had the game. Otherwise, it would have been held to catalog it, or let alone
probably,
find it.
Yeah, that and probably may not have done that well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so good though. I tell you what, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you really should actually should put in the intermissions just a couple of songs.
Okay, I could do that.
Just so you can get a taste of the craziness. I'll make this. I'll select like 2.
Very good.
There you go.
So yeah, all I've been doing is I did start playing Messenger. I actually started playing it Wednesday or Thursday. Or thanks. Actually, you know what? That's what it was. I had put the turkey in the oven. I had made sure that something else. I had the rice going and something like that. So I was like, all right, it's going to take a little bit. Sat down, had the football game on because that had to be, I have to watch that. It's,
while you're playing,
it's tradition for the record.
While you're playing,
that's
sacrilege.
No, it's not sacrilege. I could just look up and look at the score. I mean, it wasn't the Dallas game. So the Dallas game, I had to shut it off in order to get that and I had other stuff to do. But
wait, but they're winning. Are they doing like really like they won 3 games in a row, something like that?
Well, look at you, sir. That's what I'm talking about. I think I got a fan in the making.
I'm practicing little by little.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, they did win 3 in a row. Oh, however, I still have my doubts on this game. I was like, oh, they're gonna freaking disappoint me. But anyway, so the point is, I ended up buying the game. First, funny thing, I went to GOG first to buy because I told you I was like, nah, I'm gonna fucking buy from Steam anymore.
You want to get DRM free games? There you go.
Well, the problem with the problem with the GOG version is, unfortunately, they don't have PlayStation 4 controller support. So,
yes.
I was just like, all right,
because Steve,
this is bullshit, guys. You need to fix this. Now, please refund me the game. Then I went to Steam and finally there for cheaper. I was like, well, I should have just came here.
There you go.
So I was like,
that's Steam's gonna get you.
I tell you,
the Steam sales.
This is how they get you.
Yes.
This is how they get you.
Yeah.
Oh man, but no, I started playing, and yes, very, very Ninja Gaiden. I really do like it. The gameplay is similar. In the sense he's just your ninjas swiping the sword just like you did in Ninja Gaiden.
Just like the Ninja. Oh, like the NES Ninja Gaiden. I feel like we should make a distinction.
Oh yeah.
There was the arcade game.
Yes, the original NES game for the console Nintendo.
Yeah,
and it is very similar to that. There, as you go along, it starts to obviously introduce new stuff for you to use and stuff like that. There is you start off with the grapple or the claws, the ninja claws, which is obviously you're going to use that because you could attach yourself to the wall.
Yeah.
But you do get like some sort of grappling hook, some sort of or hook shot or something like that, and you start getting new stuff which obviously help you to traverse as you go. But it does get challenging. That much I will say.
That's good because it was kind of
really easy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was flying through it like, man, this is
not Ninja Gaiden.
No, it's not definitely not Ninja Gaiden. There was I'm later in the levels, and there was a fight with a particular boss, and I was like, this freaking
because turning to Dark Souls real quick.
I mean, it's still there's still patterns no matter what, right. and as you figure it out as you go. I was literally fighting a boss before turning it off and coming here today, and I was like, I had like 2 bars of energy, and the fight was just very long. It's just one of those moments where it's like you just have to go through the motions because you have to get through it.
You cannot think that when their mind betrays you, you're doing well.
Yeah.
Your mind betrays you into thinking like, "Hey, I'm good. I'm doing so well." Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
There
no,
you go.
that's exactly. Well, there's this. I'm not going to say where it is, but basically an area further along the game where you're like in a tower or something like that. But anyway, it's way more tricky where you do die a little bit more often. But what's funny is I get far enough, and this happens with all these type of side-scrolling games where you start to overlook the portions you've already kind of mastered it. You're just trying to get back to where you died so you can figure that out. And now you're dying at the earlier point, like son of a bitch, I've not died here before, and here I am dying like twice in a row.
Because you're not thinking of that part. You're thinking of the part that you actually died.
Exactly. And and it's like the weird thing because you've gone anyway. You guys know what I'm talking about, but it is really really good. I like it. The music is pretty cool. Especially when you go into the shopkeeper. Yeah,
the shopkeeper is the best.
It is the best.
Okay, so the shopkeeper. All right, so in my game, the shopkeeper has the voice of Mel Brooks.
This is in your mind. Okay,
yeah, in my mind, because obviously he's not a voice actor or anything like that. But in my mind, he is Mel Brooks. He's talking to me.
He does look like the Mel Brooks from Spaceballs.
From Spaceballs, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it kind of look like that, or
just
at least
the way he acts.
He does look like a Jawa.
A Jawa.
You know what I mean? He's like a cloaked guy or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pretty funny. There's something really funny later on where I guess I'm further into it, and I know again because I remember the trailer that I'm not near the end, you know what I mean? But the character's like, hey, I'm doing all right. Like looks like I'm almost finished. Like looks like we're coming to the end, and then the shopkeeper goes, yeah, you obviously didn't see the trailer of this game. Did you? It was so hilarious, dude.
That's hilarious.
This game has wonderful moments like that, and I definitely recommend it, especially if you have a Steam account. If not, it is on the Switch as well, Nintendo Switch. So, will it come to other consoles? Probably, because everything seems to eventually.
I would have imagined that it was on PS4 already.
No. This was specifically just like the other one, the Katamari Damacy. Although Katamari Damacy doesn't make sense because that was on PlayStation.
That was on PlayStation, right?
Why is it suddenly not? But whatever. This is this definitely was a Nintendo Switch. I don't say exclusive, but it was coming to it at least first, and it's been there for a while. It's not available for anything else other than PC. So.
And when you hear the name, the Messenger, and like I was wondering, like, why is a ninja game called The Messenger? And then when you realize the reason, it's like, oh, okay, I guess
makes sense. I guess, yeah. No, it's really good. Graphically, it has this 8-bit / 16-bit because it kind of moves in multiple layers. But I guess.
Parallax scrolling. You forgot your terms. Parallax scrolling. Come on.
That's
Mode 7.
Mode 7 graphics.
Mode 7 on this one.
No, but it has a really good look to it. Good sound design. The controls are really really well done.
It's really sharp. Yeah.
The slashing motion, which you basically slash and gives you like an extra jump in order for you to jump into the next area.
If you hit, if you hit something while
like
you're slashing, the lanterns or an enemy or projectiles sometimes.
Yeah. Which eventually later on, that's what you're using in order to make the jump.
Oh, fuck, I hate that.
So that's what I'm saying.
Those timing puzzle thingies, like I can never get them.
Yeah, later on you're like, there's no lantern here, but there's a character shooting at me. I
see what you're trying to make me do. Bastard.
So it's those type of things, which it's very forgiving in certain senses. Like you can actually, like sometimes I'll miss a ledge or something like that, but there's an ability to sort of glide a little bit. So and then of course you attach to walls. Certain walls you can attach to, some you can't. Yeah. So it's while it's challenging, it's also forgiving in those senses. Sometimes you can almost reset yourself to go back.
Yeah,
and do it again,
especially when you if you remember, this was famously awful on the Ninja Gaiden on the NES. Where it doesn't matter where your character was facing. It doesn't matter where it was facing. If you were close to a hole and you got hit, it doesn't matter from where, it'll always throw you towards the nearest hole and it will make you die. Like really cheating. Like it was so obvious, because or you needed to jump over a hole, but then there will be a guy throwing a projectile or a hawk, we're
freaking hawks,
flying by, and it will knock you into the hole. It it was terrible. Well, on this one, similar thing could happen. However, there is an ability that allows you to like second jump,
Yes.
like try to save yourself
To
from
rebound,
that.
yeah.
To rebound, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I've unlocked that one, and that really does help because I realized, man, if it wasn't for that,
No,
I'd be flying down this hole right now.
I think I've unlocked a lot of things, and I haven't put anything on live.
Oh, really?
Because I did not find myself dying often.
I only have literally 2 things left to unlock.
Oh wow!
From the little, shall we call it a skill tree?
Yeah, the little skill tree, which makes me think like, okay,
let's call it a skill bush. Because it's not really that big.
I know that. Yeah, this is probably gonna be one of those games where it's gonna make you feel like, oh well, I'm almost at the end. Yeah, nope.
So
prepare yourself.
I've unlocked some of those things, and a lot of it does help. But anyway, highly recommend it, especially at its price. It's only $20 normally anyway, and it's very, very good. So I have been playing that, which is funny that you were playing the same thing. It was
I was playing it first.
yeah, I guess that's
but
true.
you're farther down the line. How's that Red Deck going along?
Oh, it still happened. Actually, I was playing that on Tuesday for the most part. I was gonna play something else, and I was like, what it is that my PlayStation, I have it like I set it on standby. So when I turn it on, I go, I'm just gonna play something else. And it drops me right into where I was in the Red Dead. I'm like, I'm already here. Yeah, might as well continue.
That's the only way you can manage yourself.
Otherwise, I might freaking.
If the lights ever go out and you have to like reload it again, and you'll be like, no, fuck that.
Yep,
Go into the messenger.
Yep. But yeah, that's really all I've been. Anything new that I have been playing Red Dead, but nothing big there. I did finish season 2 now of Voltron. Actually finished it last night.
How many seasons are live right now?
They're 7.
Oh wow!
But they're very different. The first season was 11 episodes. This season I just finished is 13. Next season is only 7 episodes, and then the 2 seasons after that are only 6. So it's weird. It's got.
Oh, you're shortchanging me here, Voltron. What's happening?
I don't know.
Are the budgets going low?
So, could be. I'll give it this much. If they all have this wonderful ending, the way this had to this season, because this was absolutely awesome, dude. It had moments of Battlestar Galactica, similar story. You remember Battlestar Galactica where you have that moment where they had to keep jumping into light speed because they were being tracked. So it has moments like that, right? You know what I mean? It has, and then the last 2 episodes was very Return of the Jedi, the space battles.
So this was for all the purposes, because I remember the Voltron I remember is the classic.
Yeah.
So this is very close to that material.
Yes, it is close to the material.
But it's not the same story.
I don't know. I want to say that the villain is still the same. However,
is that the little mouse?
They still have the little mouse, but they don't talk. You know what I mean? I
don't think they talked on the.
No, they talk. Yeah. Let's just say in the 2 seasons that have been there, if they've shown them 5 times, that's a lot. You know, when you see them, you go, "Oh, it's the mouse," and then that's it.
So it's kind of like what they did with Thundercats. I mean, before the millennials shit it all over.
Yeah. The more recent
with Thundercat Roar.
Oh God, no.
But it's kind of like the.
It's really well told. The things that happen before get referenced later on. You know, it's really, dude. The story is really amazing. The dude who played the character of Keith, who's actually the paladin for the Red Lion, he's actually pretty cool. We just found out something amazing for him. But the battle at the end, dude, it was just, I mean, it rung so much like the Return of the Jedi, where you have someone in this space station having to do something. At the same time, you have the Lions outside. They're having to destroy these ships and keep people, kind of focused over here and all this. And it's really, really well done. It rang so much of Star Wars to me. I was like, this is freaking awesome. And then on top of that, you have Voltron. You know what I mean? It's also very smart when it comes to the forming of Voltron. Like there was a scene where he goes, we can't, we're keeping this creature at bay, but it's still too fast, and we're not going to have enough time to form Voltron because of whatever, you know what I mean? Because it takes time to form Voltron, you know what I mean? And of course, it's the animation to form Voltron, but they don't overuse it. Sometimes they shorten it because if the episode doesn't need to have it, sometimes you don't even see it and Voltron's already Voltron. You know what I mean? It goes with what you need to. However, in this one, like this is the season finale. It's like when they form Voltron, it's like, and then and it's just so good, dude. It really, really is good.
This was my problem with Voltron also. And I know this is going to be the joke that everybody knows by now already, which is the moment he takes that saber out, that shit is over. And you knew that nothing was going to happen. You remember when he will take, when Voltron will take the sword, that kind of like, and it was so obvious, and he did it on every freaking episode whenever they'll be battling the monster of the week. The monster of the episode, it'll be the end. Like that was it, which makes me think like, okay, so all this time you were having a hard time trying to fight this battle. Why not take the fucking sword to begin with? Just start every battle with the sword out.
And you
whip it out.
You can end it quick.
Exactly.
Here, they don't have. I think in the 2 seasons there have been 4 total creatures. The way they create them makes sense. The sword doesn't always work. Actually, good. More often than not, it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Good. But that's a criticism.
But they do have other things like the lions. The guys are learning little by little about their lion, and their lion there's a connection between them, which is really, really awesome. That's what I loved about Keith, the red lion, because every so often he's more of the hothead. You know what I mean? He's out there and he's like he always does stuff because he knows it's right, but he gets into trouble. But his red lion, dude, he is there. I love it because something will happen. He's like in trouble, about to get whatever, and it cuts to the red lion just kind of like with his head down, and just the red lion wakes up, the eyes glow. You're like, he's coming to help. You know what I mean? It's that kind of awesome, and it's little things that they have like right now in this season, they still don't know all the abilities that the lions have.
Yeah.
They're still discovering it. Was it Hunk? Which is the yellow lion, just found the cannon that he can form onto Voltron, which is his over the shoulder cannon, like a Predator, but like massive. Yeah. You know, like this massive cannon. And he just learned that, I think, in the middle of this season. And it's like, damn it, I didn't know. But obviously, there's still There's still a learning process that they're having with their own lives, which is just, it's fucking awesome,
I'm
dude.
so glad that this
so
is
amazing. Yeah,
I'm glad that they decided to go with this Voltron and not bother with the other Voltron pretender, which you remember the one
with the cars,
the one with the little cars. Yeah, that was so. Oh my god, that was so stupid.
I know of it. And I know of it, but it was so long ago that I don't remember if I liked it or not. But I know of it. Yeah. And I do remember going, whoa, what is, like being surprised.
Like, where's the lions? Yeah. Like, what the hell?
And it was like, what, like 20 or 30
like 20
cars?
Of them, exactly.
It was like, why are cars in space? This doesn't make sense. Not that lions in space, they said, but I'm just saying,
Space lions.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Course, yeah. But yeah, I recommend it. It is a Netflix series, so it'll always be available on Netflix. I can't wait to continue it, especially since I know the next season is only 7 episodes. I'm like, great. You know what I mean? This is good. But anyway, that's really all I've been doing.
Why am I here? You're in a PG-13 version of Deadpool. Filtered through the prism of childlike innocence. I'm a grown man. And nobody does childlike innocence like you, Fred. Nobody. I need you almost as much as you need me. I don't need you at all. You need me to untie you once we're done.
Then we're back, guys, and we're going to go right into our trailer of the week.
Trailer of the week.
Yes, this week's trailer is Deadpool, PG-13, Once Upon a Deadpool.
Once Upon a Deadpool. Yes. I cannot believe that they're doing that.
Sir, honestly, I think Fox has found something special in Deadpool. And they are wise enough not to let it go.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they're re-releasing Deadpool is what's happening.
Correct.
To the to the theaters. So this is
for Christmas.
For Christmas, they're doing the Deadpool remaster, the Deadpool 2 remastered, and with DLC because it has Fred Savage.
It has the old man and woman from Up.
From Up, yes.
Or maybe not. Maybe that's not them. But it looks. I mean, it's only a teaser again, and obviously, if you've seen the movie, you know what you're getting into. However, I kind of really want to watch this.
I kind of expected. There's something. There's gonna be some extras. It's just not. It's
I'm
not
sure.
gonna be
I'm
when
sure.
I mean extras, I mean like they might actually change it here.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be very
There
special.
were some violent deaths that I don't expect to
We will not
happen.
see anymore. So they actually have to work around that now.
Yeah, maybe some crazy. I don't know. They might just put some mosaic on it and
It's possible.
censor it like that.
It's possible.
But yeah,
Deadpool 2 is a great film. I think this is also a sort of an attack. Not an attack, but sort of a question on Venom's choice not to go
rated R.
Yeah, not to go rated R. And
Well,
think,
Deadpool did. I mean, Venom evidently did like well enough. I think. Didn't it?
I mean, when it comes to your money,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure it did fine.
So
Yeah.
maybe this is Deadpool saying, "Hey,
You could have done more if you'd have just stuck to your guns. I'm just saying. Oh, yes, we also have a new drink. This one is called...
red something or other." This one is
I don't know. It's good. It's very sweet. It has a very banana taste to it.
red banana.
Red
There you
bananas
go.
it is, yeah.
That's what it is.
Magic banana.
It's
there
called
we go.
it's
Magic
Deadpool.
bananas.
Oh, I was gonna say the Deadpool.
The Deadpool. Once upon a
Once
time.
upon a
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Yeah.
Yes, we named it after the trailer of the week. Guys.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
All right, so now let's just get into some news items. I will start at the top. The first images of the Monster Hunter movie have been released. Have you seen these images, sir?
Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, I have.
Yes.
I gotta say, they are quite nice.
Yes, it shows off Mila Jovanovic and another character which I don't think gets named.
Oh, shit,
in
that's
this
right. I
particular
forgot that
article.
she's a part of it.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The image shows off Tony Jaa, So Tony Jaa, which is a martial artist, and Mila Jovanovic wielding a giant jaw blade, which is a bone weapon, and a crossbow. Mila Jovanovic is carrying a pair of dual blades on her back. The movie's story follows a group of modern military soldiers discovering that monsters have invaded their world and can only be defeated by weapons made of the parts of the monster. Thus, they must learn how to fight from actual monsters, from another world, like Tony Jaa here.
That's it.
Look
Does.
at the size of that damn bone.
That's the
blade
funny
right
thing. In the game,
Mhm.
it always looks like hilarious, but it doesn't matter because it's a game. Like,
Correct,
of course, it's gonna be like friggin'. It's gonna be Cloud with the Buster Sword all over again. Like,
Yeah,
who cares,
exactly.
you know? But seeing it in the movie, it's kind of ridiculous because a weapon that size, you gotta know that it's super mega unwieldy.
Yeah.
I don't care in what universe you live. But it'll be funny to see. It'll be funny to watch. It'll be interesting to watch, actually.
I think so too. I
What
think,
they do.
At least interesting. We'll leave it at interesting.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't think Monster Hunter. I don't know, but Monster Hunter was never
a movie.
well, it was never a movie, right? And it was never a game with a riveting story to tell.
True.
You know,
That is true.
you know, in a world where we have like really great stories like BioShock, for example, you know, and stuff like that. To pick up this to make a story and whatever it is, you know, it's just gonna be. Like there's not really canon on this, it's not the game, it's not nothing like that. It's like, what is it gonna be?
I think
Fighting the monsters of this new island that we're discovering, and then who cares? Because it's not like it's Godzilla or King Kong. You know, it's just gonna be some random.
But I think this particular game, can lend itself to film in the sense that because there's no actual main plot in any of the game. I mean, there's a plot, you know, even in Monster Hunter World there was a plot, but was it really that interesting or anything like that? I mean, it was a silly plot to begin with. I think because of that kind of lends itself to be played with in the film world. You know what I mean? You can kind of take some liberties and do, you know, and do other stuff. So because of that, I mean, you look at BioShock, man, if you go off the rail in any direction, you're going to get shit from everybody saying, nope, that's not what happened. You know what I mean? So there's too much going on in that film, in that story, where while it would be amazing, it would be impossible.
A different story could be told, though. I mean, the story of BioShock is the story of BioShock, and it's already very well told. here. Not that retelling it might be a bad thing,
I
but
think they should avoid it. You were
in
just about to
reality,
suggest they should just some other people who happen to live through it give them a story.
Hey, just reimagining it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although it would be weird to have Bioshock without Andrew Ryan.
He could be
being the
there.
prominent.
Yeah, he could be there. It
Yeah.
could be the story of somebody else.
Somebody else,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. The big mommy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sure.
So this is a very slow week because it's half the week, so we're just gonna be scraping off the bottom of the barrel here. But a couple of interesting things to bring, nevertheless. God of War 4's director's next project teased at a very high level. So this year's God of War for PS4 was a critical and commercial success. But what might the game's director Cory Balrog, that's his name, right? Cory Balrog. What might he do next? Could it be even bigger than the PlayStation 4 game? Well, Duncan Jones, the director of the Warcraft movie and the son of musician David Bowie, recently met with Balrog to get Balrog's feedback on one of his scripts. And apparently, during the conversation, Background shared some details of his own project. And the quote was, he said, "If you think God of War was his magnum opus, you just wait."
Really?
Jones wrote via Twitter, presumably tweeting Balrog's next project. Balrog later quote tweeted the news story about this with a shocking emoji, to which Jones acknowledged his role into breaking the news that Balrog was making something new. "I admit I am the one who uncovered the scoop that Cory Balrog has not retired," he said. "It'll be very intriguing to see what Balrog makes next, whether it be a new God of War game or something else entirely." So Sony Santa Clara hasn't announced any new projects officially. So this is interesting because God of War was a series that really, like, you remember my level of excitement before the announcement of this God of War was like zero. Like, I did not care.
Yeah.
I did not care for Kratos at all. I thought it was like played out characters. Like, okay, this is just gonna
Especially
be
after what was the last one?
Ascension.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like this is gonna be like Duke Nukem. Who cares? Right? And he made something that was like amazing with the character, like extraordinary, like that of war. That of war was amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
It was like, one of my favorite games this year. So to hear me say, "Oh yeah, my next thing is gonna be," if you thought God of War was amazing, just wait. So that. It's food for thought. It's like
definitely
something to get excited about, to see what's next.
Absolutely, yeah. My next piece, sir, The Walking Dead final season is back in development.
Oh my God.
After being canceled in the wake of Telltale Games closure.
And breaking news is canceled now. Wait a minute. Breaking news again is happening.
It's revived. Yep. It revived by Skybound Entertainment. The final season of Walking Dead episodic video game series is back in development. According to an update from Skybound, many of the team members who worked on the game at Telltale are returning for the development. Only 2 episodes of the Walking Dead final season 4 episode arc were released. Working on the remaining 2 episodes resumes today. This was on the 19th. I just lost my place here. Sorry. Still lost my place. Okay, resumes today, Skybound says, and the final season will go back on sale as soon as possible. Many Telltale games, including The Walking Dead, were recently delisted for sale on Steam. Skybound says that they've been doing a ton of work logistically and legally to get us to the place where we're able to roll up our sleeves and get the actual get to the actual work on the final season, and it plans to have details on the remaining episodes soon. Soon we will be announcing release dates for the remaining 2 episodes. Skybound social media manager Johnny Odell wrote, "It's likely that previous seasons of the game may be unavailable to purchase for a few days as we transition, but do not panic. We'll have everything back online as soon as possible. If you already purchased Season 4, you will not have to pay for it again. Future episodes will be available to download as soon as they are released via the original point of purchase." So good news.
Okay.
for the team. They're apparently back at work.
Yeah.
I guess under Skybound now, which had a hand in producing the other games as well. So that's good to know. That's good to know. You have people back at work. One, they're going to be able to complete their baby, which a lot of them took to heart. Saying, "Man, we can't even complete the final season for Clementine."
Ironic
very
that
important.
the game that pretty much put them on the map. Not that Telltale was an unknown company back then. Of course, they have property. They have the properties from before, but the games that really sets the pace for better or worse. Because at the same time, I feel like it made them lazy and following the same formula with everything else. And I mean, who knows?
Well, I don't know the thing is, I don't know if it made them lazy or if because they took on so many projects that there wasn't enough time to say, hey, we should move things over.
Yeah.
You move to a new engine, you have to learn that new engine.
Yeah.
That's going to take time. And they're like, well, we have deadlines to meet, so let's just do what we can do. That may, I think, been more of a managerial decision that probably shouldn't have been made. Obviously, they should probably take a little time to separate things.
The Minecraft one, story being great and all, probably didn't need to happen.
Exactly.
The same thing with the Game of Thrones ones, probably.
Exactly.
Sounded good. The concept
on
was
paper,
fine.
yes.
Sound. So this next piece, you will think actually gets me excited, but it actually makes me angry. Nier Automata, Game of the Yorha edition.
Game of the Yorha?
Jesus.
Oh, dude!
Yes.
Come on.
Yorha was, one of the
group.
It was your squad. It was basically so. Yeah, they're calling it Game of the Yorha edition.
Game of the Yorha.
It's coming to PC and PS4. So Nier Automata Game of the Yorha edition is coming to PC and PS4 according to a rating on the ESRB website. This likely isn't the kind of update the PC players were hoping for. Despite being one of Platinum's best games, and let's see, this is via. Hold on, I want to source this proper because there is a quote that says that it was their game of the year, a PC Gamer. So going back, okay, so despite being Platinum's best game and PC Gamer's best action game of 2017, the PC port is frankly in a bit of a shambles. Calling to mind the days of when the multi-platform publishers expected people to simply be happy with a game that a game was coming to the platform at all. Well, here's the thing. This is what Square did, and this is what makes me angry. About
as a PC player, I feel that no, go ahead.
Because this was not a case of it is a serviceable port. Oh shit, I forgot to say I have been playing Sunset Overdrive.
You said that.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay, so to give you an example, Sunset Overdrive is a serviceable port. It's not a great PC port, but it works. It does the minimal requirement, which is, hey, it runs, and hey, it's not locking shit up because console, it's not doing that. Right? Although there are some improvements they could have made. Actually, obviously, the PC is capable of doing a lot more with that engine, but that's fine. They did what was required, what you would have been happy with. Your minimalistic console.
And all console gamers would have been happy with too.
Yeah, exactly. Except that if you're a PC gamer, you will not be happy with the limitations. But anyway, that was not the problem with the PC version of Nier Automata was that they just released it and they didn't release a single patch to address some issues that were happening, which was not just, hey, this is PC, not just PC port issues of supporting. I don't know.
Whatever this 20-inch thing is.
No, the 20-inch thing. No. It's not quality of life thing. It was more like performance issues that were happening. That was not supposed to happen at all when you're running it on a capable PC. Now, mind you, this didn't happen to everybody, but usually, if you release a game, you could expect at least a couple of patches, maybe one or two. Square Enix released nothing. It was just like, here's the game out. have at it. Have a good day.
Have fun.
And even you not being a PC you being a particular PC hater, you could agree.
I'm not a PC hater.
The company should not do that.
I'm a keyboard and mouse hater. Maybe. I am not a PC hater.
There you go. So that was kind of messed up. And now to bring a new title, as your hey, you can play this one. I'm now. God knows if the issues have been fixed, and I might argue that I'll be even more upset if the issues were fixed, because now you are literally paying for a patch.
Basically.
But who knows?
That's what you're doing. Just FYI, that's what's happening.
Yeah, right, right. So it's an upsetting situation because of that, because it's like, okay, so this game came out and you didn't address any of the issues. Now you're releasing a game of the year. Like I wanted this game on PC. You know why? Because I feel like at some point, PS4 has a long time, whatever, for the purpose of preserving, games. Mm-hmm. You can preserve a really old game on a PC forever, Well, on the consoles, you are bound to, as long as we support the console, especially now with the digital everything, the games that you buy, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to play them, 10 years down the line, Not that I see myself playing near, 10 years down the line, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like, for a preservation standpoint, it'll be great to have a good version. Yeah, right.
GOG.
So it is upsetting that they're doing that. They're releasing this version and then pretending for us to forget that, hey, but there were a lot of people that were screwed when you didn't fix this. Now, one of the things that you can't do on consoles is that the mod community has stepped up and fixed and patched a lot of the issues that were happening, that the game had. But it shouldn't be their job. It shouldn't be the job of the fans to fix the shit that the developers or in this case the publisher don't care to.
Or both, because the developer would be the one who does the patch. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, this thing's like Square Enix just being Square Enix, which is like making bananas decisions. Like
definitely
they usually do.
It does what it sounds like. Yeah.
So don't buy the Yorha edition. There you go. Not even on PS4, because. Why would you?
Yeah, the game was fine on PS4.
Yeah.
To begin with. My next piece, sir, is Birds of Prey movie. That's from DC. Has an official name now.
Is it called Birds of Prey?
Well, an official full name. The full name of Warner Brothers Pictures' untitled Birds of Prey movie is as wild as the DC universe gets. It is called Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Oh.
That is the full name.
So this is the Harley Quinn movie.
This is, Birds of Prey actually is a couple of femme fatales together. On Tuesday, Harley Quinn actress Margot Robbie posted a picture of the final script for the movie on her Instagram, revealing the expected Birds of Prey. But beneath the straightforward title treatment was a lengthy handwritten parenthetical and a lipstick kiss. It could easily go down as a goof, but Hollywood Reporter has confirmed that this is actually the official title. And Warner Brothers shortly thereafter also confirmed the news. Alongside the cheerful, disturbed, eponymous anti-hero, Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn will star Mary Elizabeth Winstead from Fargo as the vigilante The Huntress, Journey Smollett Bell, that's the actual name of the person, from the Great Debaters. She's going to be playing Black Canary. And Rosie Perez who will be here as Gotham City Police Detective Renee Montoya. Okay. It was recently announced that Ewan McGregor will take on the antagonist role as the Mafia Kingpin Black Mask. Newcomer Ella J. Bosco will play Cassandra Cain, the vigilante sometimes known as Batgirl or Orphan. The film is written by Christina Hodson and as seen above, and directed by Kathy Yam of Dead Pig. So a lot of people I do know, or I should say some people I do know, a lot of people I don't know. So I don't know. Ewan McGregor as a villain, sure.
Sure,
I'm okay
I
with
can
that.
see, yeah.
Black Mass is a cool villain too when they do him right. But everybody else, I don't know. Now that name, yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, no, that that
That's
title.
just plain fucking dumb.
Also, like,
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I guess I never cared for the whole. Harley Quinn is kind of like your anti-hero now, just because hey, this character was a total villain, total nut job, but she was loved by the fans, and she was so cool that we should give her, her own spotlight, And they did the same thing in Injustice 2, where suddenly she was part of the
Good side.
well, I was gonna say of the Justice League, but the Justice League had dissolved by that time because remember Batman and Superman they were not on speaking terms in Injustice 2 because of the reason, and that was a great storyline. But still, like seeing Harley Quinn, like Harley Quinn was a villain. Harley Quinn is crazy. She is, she's psychotic, just like the freaking Joker.
Yep.
Don't try to like romanticize his characters and make them into like things that they really shouldn't be. I mean, yes, if I guess if it's written on comics and it's canon and bullshit like that, but at that point, like the whole the whole villain loses the interest. Like Venom was a cool character until Venom became good guy Venom for some godly unknown reason, and PG-13 Venom. Like, who gives a shit? At that point,
to be fair,
you just killed that character, basically.
I think we have already said that he already has gone through that in the comic book.
Yeah, that's true. That's
for a while now,
and that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But again, it's a cool character that I guess they were like the comic writers were like, well, this he is just too cool to just be a villain, just to be losing to the hero.
Sometimes the best characters are villains, and they're just the best. Dude, this is a sidebar here. The show Justified. Remember me talking about Justified?
Vaguely.
Okay, so Justified was a show with Timothy Oliphant, and he was just too cool for school. But the point is, there was the antagonist of the very first episode who was originally written to die. They said he was so freaking awesome. They said no, we can't. They wrote around it and said nope, he's not going to die.
So
and let me tell you, it became not that he becomes good, because he didn't become good. He is the antagonist, and it's the Batman and Joker thing where it's like no. He is always going to be there to torment the other guy. You know what I mean? And that's great. That's exactly what you want. Sometimes you want to have that villain. You know what I mean? And sometimes they're so good you can't wait for them to be on the screen because like, man, can't wait to see what this crazy nut does next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how this character was. So I hear you.
Yeah.
Sometimes okay, there can be some sort of redemption, or I mean, hell, Magneto at some point was part of the X-Men. You know what I mean? And this was after Xavier, like he did something. Magneto did something horrible to Wolverine, and Xavier got so fucking pissed that he wiped his mind. Mind
control.
No, he wiped his mind. He just completely erased everything from his mind.
Damn.
So now he was somebody who didn't know who he was, whatever, and they basically made him part of the X-Men. So, and this is obviously one of the many storylines. Who knows if that's what's still the case at this point? But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, what is canon on comics, to be real?
Who knows? Yeah. But I hear what you're saying, especially in her case where she's actually a tragic character, and it almost feels like we're just having fun with the tragedy behind her being whatever. You know? So I don't know. I've already written off Suicide Squad. I mean,
anything like I cannot. DC. I can Aquaman. Like I don't know if you heard. If you're a Prime member, you can actually score early tickets for early viewing of Aquaman. Like, who cares at this point? Only but and not me to disrespect any DC fans on the group. It means if you're interested, good. That's good. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about in my case, like I just can't muster the care for for any of these storylines because you already messed up. I mean, you did, I guess, okay with Superman at first, but then you did the second one and shit. Like Batman is like totally who cares and. Wonder Woman was like the best thing that you have, and I enjoyed the first Wonder Woman, but I almost feel like that was an accident, and I can't call it a, the best hero movie that I've seen or anything like that.
It's not. It's definitely not.
It's-
And that's a shame that it's
becoming
your best
forgettable.
one. Yeah, yes, your best one. And the issue with them in this day, and this is an example of why we're still dealing with these weird ass freaking DC properties where it's like there's no I don't know, they're trying too much to overcorrect. They come out, oh, you guys are too dark. Okay, and they now make things funny, which is why Suicide Squad was ridiculously humorous for whatever reason, and so was Justice League. And I'm like, what the hell? This is stupid, and it's just too many hands in the pot. And I think the reason Wonder Woman did well is because they kind of just left Patty Jenkins alone to do it. And well, this is what you get when you just let them do what they have to do.
Yes.
So hopefully, who knows? Hopefully, do the same here with Birds of Prey. Whatever that stuff is.
It's my turn, right? Okay.
Yes.
So my last piece is just to say that Fallout 76 still sucks. Back to you. No.
Have you gone back to play it?
But no, because now you need to buy it. That game is.
Oh, that's right. You pre-ordered and you canceled it. Okay.
Yeah, there were signs. See, that's funny. There were signs that game was not coming along very well, and I was like, nope. I'm ejecting out of this. I think I'm pulling out. I am not doing this because there's something that tells me. And we had the conversation. Man, I bet Fallout 76 is gonna get. It's going to get delayed. It's going to get delayed by a year. And you told me, no, I mean, they're going too fast. There's nothing stopping this train. And I guess in retrospect, like I said before, I was just giving them too much credit because they went ahead and released a literal broken game. An alpha, basically. A game like look at this is the latest things, So Fallout 76 launched last week. To a score of bad reviews and infestation of bugs with performance and stability issues and server crashing under the load of too many nukes. There was a video of three guys, of guys launching 3 nukes at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And
for those who thought that this was going to be like rare, because the idea was like, and you need to get these codes, but you need to really form a group and start finding these codes. And then if you have all 3, these guys were able to find 3 of them.
Yes, because the world will have people who have nothing else to do.
You know what I mean?
And they will figure this shit out.
There was supposed to be some sort of like difficult way to crack them. There is a website where if you enter just like a piece of the code that you have, it'll give you the possible outcomes. So you might not even need to get them. Anyway, it's stupid. So this guy launched 3 nukes at the same time, crashed the server down completely, knocked everyone out.
Not even Bethesda was ready for that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So now there is a Redditor by the name of Brogadin. That has been permanently granted God mode and running up their game by scoopering up PvP and making the game's content meaningless.
Wow.
He quotes, "My character is currently unkillable, and I mean really unkillable. She can even eat a nuke."
Figured that out. That's great.
She can even eat a nuke blast to the face and be fine.
Wow.
There is literally 0 ways that she can even die, even if I wanted her to, which I very much do at this point. Reads the Reddit post, accompanied by an array of screenshots of the characters surviving nukes, mobs, and nonchalantly hanging out beyond the instant kill barrier in the feature near White Springs. So evidently that's an area, I guess, that is just walled, and if you pass it, you get instant killed. Nope, you're just hanging around there. So the quote continues, "I had to limit myself to the boring activities because I do not want my exploration or PvP aspect ruined by my God mode. And the annoying things that at some point I'm just going to have to not care if they really cannot fix it. My character is currently nearly level 100 and just hit the cap limit. So what the heck am I supposed to do besides actually starting to make all content of the game trivial?" That's a good question. the Redditor. They submitted a ticket to Bethesda and received a useless response about how to check the character status, which they call a huge kick in the teeth at this point. But Bethesda community manager Jessica Finster popped up onto the thread asking for more details to get the bug resolved. So fingers crossed that Brogadin will soon be able to enjoy the sweet embrace of death sometime soon. Sir, I tested that game. If you guys remember, a couple of games.
It was hilarious, for the record.
Yes, I warned people, do not buy this game. At the current state that it is, this game is a $60 quote unquote privilege to play the alpha version, of it while they try to fix it. Because this is Bethesda. I do not think that they're just gonna give up on it and go up to the next thing. At least they shouldn't, because it'll leave a lot to say about their upcoming releases.
No, they wouldn't do that to the Fallout fans either.
No, exactly.
They're not stupid enough to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. What I foresee at some point of this happening is a Final Fantasy 14 level of scrapping everything up and redoing it from scratch, almost. I'm not betting on it, to be fair, but it's almost what I'm wishing, because the game with the broken ass engine, golly, that broken ass Gamebryo engine that they could claim that they have modified it and remodified and retweaked it, but we're honestly playing with code from over 10 years. We're still playing with that. All that's code, the same code that gave crap to PS3 players,
Skyrim,
the same code that pretty much makes almost every other game that they have released very janky and broken at the beginning, before they have to patch the crap out of it, and have coined the phrase Bethesda jank, what the hell? At this point, what the hell? Also, not to mention, man, I don't know what it was. E3 makes you excited about shit that really you should be questioning. Because why the hell real-time VATs? When the hell did that make sense to anyone? When the hell did that start making sense to anyone? Real-time VATs, that's not VATs. That's just like a cheat code. A limited cheat code, if you make it work, because you can go from having 100%. I didn't mention that. You could go from having 100% accuracy to 0 accuracy in like a matter of a nanosecond from moving. So even when you have supposedly the cheat code on, the VATs on, that still doesn't make you better at shooting the guys,
And the shooting in general, from what I've seen, looks very janky, just like all the other ones.
Yes. This was not a good shooting game to begin with. Hence the reason it has VATs, and now you're taking that away. You're taking that away, and the story, and the characters, and the world, and what is it that you left on? It's not even an MMO, because you can only have like 20-something people.
Yeah, small groups.
On a server on this gigantic
so it's
world,
not massive multiplayer. It's more minimal multiplayer.
Do not buy Fallout 76, even if you're considering it like
There are, to be fair, while very few of them, there are people who actually, someone posted along, I think Armando posted something about Fallout 76, and he's like, nope, it's hot garbage, whatever. But somebody did post along that post that they played it, they're enjoying it. So some people are enjoying it. But I would argue that these are Fallout fans who are just used to this level of jank and used to the game being bad in the beginning. There's a YouTuber, fuck is his name? Jared Petty. He does a hop, blip, and a jump. That's his channel. And shout out to Jared Petty. But anyway, he is one of those where he loves breaking games, and he loves games that come like this because he's able to break it even more. You know what I mean? And while I'm sure he's in the minority, there's just, for whatever reason, the reason why Bethesda does a press conference now is because they realize they have a huge group of fans who will play these games regardless of how much you and I go, God, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? Or this system needs to be corrected. Or in this case of 76, the game is garbage. You know what I mean?
I will argue that even justifying this game just because a YouTuber with some sort of like mental issue is trying to enjoys playing broken games for the sake of breaking them. Hey, that's good.
If he were the only one, I would
buy
agree
game,
with you.
play with cheat engine on and just go at it, just go crazy. But do not suggest the rest of us fans, that we're hoping for a good, Fallout, and this is what we get.
I think we all kind of saw this coming. I don't think it was at any point we went like. I think the most excited we was at E3, and then little by little, we started to see that there was nothing setting in. It's like, oh, I don't know.
It should have been. It should have been. It definitely should have been delayed. This game would have enjoyed.
I knew they weren't going to do it.
They should have, though, 100,000-fold. They should have actually.
There was no way. The problem is they don't. I don't think they've actually. I'm trying to think. Have they ever actually delayed something? They've always kind of just released it and then patched it along the way.
I don't remember. What I would say though is House Party.
Oh God.
I was having fun with House Party. I will not go out of my way to say, hey, House Party is a good game. You should try it, So just because...
Be that as it may, just because, I still say the reason why it's out there is the fans, the real, loyal fans who will buy it anyway, who are out there literally right now on YouTube and on Twitch and for whatever reason...
I think this disappointed more loyal fans that
I'm sure it has disappointed fans, but you still have... It's still there. There's still people saying it's good. Who? Why? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
There's still people that like critically. That doesn't make it right.
Critically, yes, it's not. It's bombing right now critically, but for some reason,
there's still people that like the worst thing, and it doesn't make it right.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying this is the reason why I knew they were going to delay it. And like it or not, they can take their time because they know, we'll win them back. That's just what that's what the industry does now. We'll win them back.
At this point, Bethesda gets back his warning label of until reviews are out. And I'm talking about their own game, not the games that they publish. I'm still willing to give the benefit of the doubt to id Software, to Machine Games.
Although I would want to bring up, Ruko, you remember how they stopped doing early review, or they stopped giving review copies.
Right.
It was towards the end of last year.
Oh, that's right.
And I wonder if they foresaw this. They said, let's stop doing this because when we get to this one that we're looking at doing here, because there's no way they decided sometime early this year to release Fallout 76.
No, right. Okay, they've been working for a while back.
Yeah, the plan has been laid out already. So,
but I don't think they were like, well, we should probably put this because when we release Fallout 76, it's going to bomb real bad.
It's going to bomb really bad early on. Early reviews going to be disgusting. That's going to kill our sales. So if we pull it out now, we'll take a little brunt of it early on, which they did. But because they were so good at releasing games anywhere, I guess they're still good, right? And here we are.
I think
Fallout 76 shits on everybody's bed.
At this point, and there has been some movement that Bethesda has done that we have kind of mentioned it, but then put it on the side, kind of forgotten. But when you put it all together, it makes them, it starts vilifying them close to a level of an Activision and God forbid ever the fucking EA. Because if you remember, this is the same company that, hey, mods were available, mods were free. Now we're gonna make you pay for mods. Oh, and by the way, these are not even. We're gonna copy the things that other people have created, or give you inferior versions and make you pay for them because Creators Club, bro. It's the same. It's same level of, and of course, not to mention the thing with the early reviews, early copies of reviews, which is. It was total BS. So yeah, I think at this point Bethesda is it's code yellow, almost red. To just watch out anything that is from them wait for reviews, wait for an in-depth.
Yeah,
you know.
you really don't have a choice because they're not going to have early copies anyway.
No, that's,
so you're gonna wait till
that's
after
true.
it gets. And hey, no one does the the discounts anymore anyway. So you might as well wait. What the difference does make?
Yeah.
My last piece is really simple. October U.S. sales numbers have been released, and guess who's on top?
That would be Red Dead Redemption.
Wrong.
What?
Call of Duty Black Ops 4, excuse me.
Holy crap. You mean to tell me that incomplete game that doesn't have a single player mode?
Yeah.
You are.
I do say that,
That
my friend.
is some craziness right there.
And so in terms of software, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 rules the roost, edging out Take-Two and Rockstar's Old West adventure, though it isn't clear how much, exactly by how much. Before the odd makers take too much of a beating, however, it is important to note that Black Ops released on October 12th, while Red Dead Redemption 2 released on October 26th. So Red Dead Redemption only had about 7 days, or I'm probably making that up. No, 5 days, while these guys had an additional 2 weeks to get sales in. It seems likely that a significant percentage of the Red Dead Redemption sales will show up in November. However, this does not take away from Call of Duty, which instantly rocketed to the top-selling game of the year just solely based on its October performance. It seems then that Activision now has hard data to point to whenever anyone asks if Call of Duty games need a single-player campaign.
Yeah, at this point, say goodbye.
Yep.
You are not getting single-player campaigns anymore.
Ever again. As a matter of fact, the next one, they're like, hey, just scrap it. Don't even worry about it. Focus on the multiplayer.
God damn you, godheads. You ruined it for everybody else. I mean, no, in all seriousness, no godhead ever cared for single player.
Yeah.
And that's their game. You know what? I spent the $60.
I respect it.
And I I played it, and it was not for me, but it was what I saw there was solid enough. Of course, it has its issues with, and of course, it was not monetizing because that's a new thing.
The
Fucking
monetizing?
Activision. They will release a game. They won't have the monetization because that way reviews don't talk about it.
They can.
And then they go ahead and put the monetization, assholes that they are. So hey, if you want to pay more money for your game, go at it. That's cool. And have less game. That's cool. But and I tried it, and like I said, it was not for me. So yeah.
Did you get a refund on it, or
No. I mean, I honestly, I don't think I'm not gonna ask for a free refund. On it. I think it's not a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad game. And every now and then, I have found myself just jumping in, just to see. It's just the skill level. My skill level is so far behind everybody else's that I just don't have fun. But I can see people that are at that level.
Enjoying
having fun and enjoying it. It's like the same thing with people that play Overwatch. At this point, I will not jump into Overwatch for the world, but
not for the world.
Nope.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our hot topic.
So you ruined Dragon Age 11 for me because I cannot hear. You mentioned that the music was very bombastic, and I was fine with it until you mentioned that. And now when I'm playing, I cannot unhear the bombasticness of it. So, and I was mentioning that Final Fantasy games have been more subtle with this, especially like there will not be a better overworld music as Final Fantasy VII. I don't think there is a better overworld music. It is, dude. It is so inspiring, and I'm not. Final Fantasy VII is not my favorite Final Fantasy, but the overworld music of it is the most inspiring, beautiful. Gives you almost like hope. I don't know how to describe it, but
so hopeful after.
It makes me feel so good, and it's kind of like a. It's kind of like a sad beauty almost, just because the melody.
Beauty?
Yeah. It's the best way I could describe it because it is. it's kind of a sad. It's a little sad, but at the same time, it's a little, or it's, at least it starts like sad. It has this moment. It starts sad. It continues and it becomes like this hopeful crescendo, and then at the end, it's almost like uncertainty. The way it ends, it almost gives it a tone of like you don't know the future, which is like perfect. At least that's what I interpret from it. And I mean, I'm interpreting things from music, but
from scores, yeah.
It is gorgeous, and you play something like Dragon Quest, and it's that loud, like just like you said, loud, bombastic music. It gets
I gotta tell you,
annoying.
It was grating. I mean, like I said, at first I felt like, you know what, maybe I can play it because I know that Dragon Quest was going to be a long game. I was like, well, you know what, maybe I can play it, because this looks really well. I think you were playing it on PC too.
Oh, yeah, but it looked just like as beautiful on console.
Yeah, exactly. It's like not gonna be that much of a difference, but the music. It just kept going. It just kept, and then everywhere you went, and then when something happened, it was over dramatic when it came to the dun dun dun. And I was like, oh my god, I couldn't. So I'm sorry, sir. I did not mean to.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. I did not mean to ruin the experience for you.
I can't play Final Fantasy 11 anymore because on top of that,
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. And on top of that, they're not even using the. Evidently, this game, I don't know if it was released on Japan on the DS or I don't know what it was. The thing is, it's not new. This is kind of like a better version or whatever, I think.
Oh, really? I thought it was new. I thought it was made for this.
I thought so too. Anyway, the thing is, something about the soundtrack doesn't sound right. They're saying, or it could, I don't know. Because they use like MIDI files instead of like real audio. So MIDI files is like what you will create with on a keyboard, and that's why it sounds so fake, Which we didn't have problem when it was all games, but now when you hear that when you play a role playing game or any game for that matter, you're hearing an actual score from an orchestra that was recorded. That's not what you're getting here.
No. So you're getting some electronic version of it. Yeah.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome, sir. Now you can focus on. The Messenger.
The Messenger with its 8-bit music.
Which is pretty freaking amazing. And also, yeah. All right, guys. We're back and we're going to go right into our Hot Topic of the Week.
Hot Topic of the Week!
This week's Hot Topic, guys, again, is, thank you, Shadow, is the 2018 Game Awards.
The 2018 Game Awards. We already have the winners.
We
already know.
I don't know. I by the way, I voted already. I don't know if you've already done it.
I haven't. To be honest with you, I came into this completely blank. I don't know what the. So
nice.
This is gonna be interesting to know. You're gonna see my actual reactions.
Okay, good stuff.
My real reactions. I know nothing of what the nominees are.
All right, well then let's just.
And we can skip all the sport games.
Oh yeah. I am not doing anything esports here, guys. I'm sorry if you're an esports fanatic. We are not, and this is the reason. And I couldn't tell you. I mean, honestly, I didn't even vote. I was like, I can't vote for any of these. I have no. I don't. I wouldn't be fair. I'm just randomly picking somebody.
Madam, just like Madam 2018.
Madam 20. Okay. Oh, Madden. Yeah. All right. So let's start with the best debut indie game.
Hold on. Before you start.
Oh yes, have a sip of your old fashioned.
Oh my God. That's what happened when I sip on purpose.
Yes.
I went to the back of the bathroom. Oh my arm. That's what she said. Wow. Oh my God. This is really good. So this is an old fashioned, of all the drinks that we've been having, of the merriment. Because we were looking for something that was not as sweet.
Yeah. Because the thing is, you have a lot of sweet stuff, and like you have to have a balance. Either that, or the purpose of club soda, they use club soda in drinks, is to water things out. You know what I mean? Usually, it used to water the alcohol burn out, so you don't have that, when you have a drink.
I think the idea was that we were going for like doing margaritas and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
and it became a little too. But I've had old fashions, and I don't remember it having this flavor. This flavor is awesome, by the way.
This, yeah, well, you have the old fashioned mix is what it is. So it has everything in the bottle already, and then
gotcha.
we just use some Johnny Walker.
It's already been
Yes.
it's already been pre-mixed.
Yeah, exactly.
It has the levels.
Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the list here because my phone reset and now it's loading.
All right. So while his phone is loading, let's talk about how great Bayonetta 1 really
Oh God,
is.
hurry up and load.
So Bayonetta 1 was created, for those who don't know,
We don't
was
care.
created by the same creator
We're
of
moving
Devil May
on.
Cry.
Here it is. All right.
So people that hate on Bayonetta and praise Devil May Cry are what we call the crazy. I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
All right. The best debut by an indie game. And I'm going to read this is very important to read the actual description of what they mean by this.
Oh, yes.
All right. This is recognizing a new independent studio. New. That's
New
important.
independent studio?
That
Okay.
released its first game in 2018. Winner selected by fan voting. Number one, Donut Country. Donut County by
Donut
Ben
County.
Esposito and Annapurna Interactive.
That game was great.
Florence from the
yeah,
Team
yeah.
Mountains. Yes, that's the Moss from Polyarc Games. The Messenger from Sabotage
Yeah.
Studios. And Yoku's Island Express from Villa Gorilla. Gorilla.
I played that game too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I thought I brought it up one time.
I think you made me.
It was, yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, I think
This is on the Switch.
Oh, okay. So, sir, you have probably more. I've only played three out of 5 here.
Well, I played Donut County, and it was. Obviously, it is a game. It is
I
not
would hope
something.
so.
No, but it almost like I don't think it requires any particular set of skills. Like anybody can play this and have fun with it because you're basically just moving your hole.
Oh, wow.
You're moving around different objects, and as you swallow the objects, your hole becomes bigger.
Oh, my God.
And
There's something wrong with it.
it
man.
becomes
Just
a
saying.
gaping hole.
You're not
to where
selling it.
you can actually. It kind of reminds me of Katamari Damacy, to be honest with you. It
Yes,
has that
sounds like
that charm. Plus, the characters and the writing is phenomenal on it. So, Donut County is really entertaining. That one, and also, but see now I'm just judging games. The Messenger is great, and it's the latest and greatest thing that I'm playing right now. So that's
True.
true too.
Of the ones I played Donut County, Florence, and The Messenger. Now The Messenger.
And the Messenger.
I still say of these, Florence is great.
Florence was
Florence
really good. Yeah,
is
you talked about it very highly. And
Your wife, I got your wife to play it.
yes, that's
Yeah,
right. She beat it in like while we were recording the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I think it takes an hour at
There you
max.
go,
It's on mobile, and it's very good. I
Yeah.
think it's being ported over to consoles at some point. But that's where my vote goes. As to who I think will win, I think a strong case can be made for the Messenger.
For the Messenger, yeah.
I'm not sure about the rest of the Moss. I heard it's very good, but it's a VR game.
I heard a lot of people, a lot of fans of Donut County,
Donut County,
and
as well.
also what's the last one that you mentioned? The one that's on the Switch.
Yoku's Island.
Yoku's
Express?
Island Express is really charming.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to guess, it's probably gotta be the Messenger, just because it's gotta be what's in everybody's mind. And
Perhaps,
I
yeah.
think this category being left to viewers or
To fans,
is it
yeah.
to fans?
Yeah.
See that they're just gonna go by what they remember. They're not
Possibly.
gonna remember. So yeah, we can.
I went with Florence, and like I said, this is technically before I played The Messenger, but I think I honestly right now I still vote for Florence. Florence is really good.
Yeah.
Really, really well told
I need to
story.
play that.
Yeah. Next one, best multiplayer game. It is for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massive multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre.
So they're forcing Destiny there somehow.
Yes. Destiny 2 Forsaken is one by Bungie Activision. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 by Treyarch. Fortnite by Epic Games. Monster Hunter World by Capcom.
Oh wow.
And Sea of Thieves by Rare Microsoft Studios. When it comes to outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, I have to call out Monster Hunter World here. While I love Monster Hunter World, it's not user friendly.
Monster Hunter World can get the fuck out of this completely because he has no business being here. I mean, see, the thing is, it is fun when you're playing with,
absolutely.
with gamers, but the barrier to go in is almost unsurmountable. And I realize I don't often use that word, but when I use it, I mean it.
It's a good word, brother.
Redonkulous the level of shit that you have to do to get it. Like, oh, but my friend hasn't completed this chapter, so he can't join me. Oh, now he's joining me, but I need to sit down through the cutscenes. You know, that is some major level BS.
And you should just be able to watch the cutscenes with your friend. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
why you just do that?
And if he can't beat it, then he's gonna get his ass kicked. Who cares? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like this.
I feel like that would not. That I don't think that should be on here.
This is a fun game with a terrible implementation.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah,
terrible implementation of multiplayer. So yeah, get the fuck out.
Of the rest of them, I have not played Sea of Thieves, although I hear decent things about it. But my vote would go for Fortnite.
It don't have to be Fortnite.
As much as I'm not even a huge fan of Fortnite, frankly, I don't care if I ever play Fortnite again.
It's a phenomenon.
You cannot deny when it comes to the gameplay and design. Again, when it's mentioning massive online experiences, dude, you can play anyone, anywhere.
Yeah.
On your PC, across your console, on a phone, on a tablet.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. They realize the dream of connectivity.
Of true crossplay.
Yeah.
And so, for me, that's the best multiplayer.
Not to mention,
I also think that's who's going to win.
They actually broke. They managed to get Sony to finally
get crossplay. Yeah.
To finally get exactly to bend those strict rules that they have of no crossplay.
Yeah.
They knew. Definitely Fortnite.
I agree.
Case.
I think that's who I voted for.
Not only wins it, it deserves it. Honestly, sure. And I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite, but it deserves it.
I think so too. Yeah. Especially this year. I think it went 1.0 this year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe not.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Which was funny because last year we were talking about PUBG.
Yeah.
And now, like, who talks about PUBG? Like, wow.
They're not even nominated.
Wow. That says everything.
That says it all. Best sports racing game for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing games. So we got FIFA 19, Forza Horizon 4, Mario Tennis Aces, NBA 2K19, Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. I did not vote in this category because I've played 0 of these games, but I do want to mention them specifically because you have played at least one.
I played Forza Horizon 4. I cannot vouch for Forza Horizon 4 this time, if only because I don't think I feel like it's an inferior product at the end, and this is very polarizing because it's not that they did less, it's that what they did now, the sum of it, I don't feel like it's better than what they had with Forza Horizon 3. You know,
okay. I got it.
And I'm not having as much fun now. Whether it's because I play a shit ton of Forza Horizon 3, might be
clouded your judgment.
Well, I play enough to where I could have gone fatigued. But then at that point, it's almost the situation with the latest Tomb Raider, where hey, this game might be so good on its own, but because it's very similar to its predecessor, you might not appreciate it as much. Exactly. Makes sense. I feel like there's a lot of things that frankly, it didn't really need to have. Like the whole thing with the followers on it and how you can get more followers if you go ahead and transmit this if you stream this on Mixer. Like, who cares? You know? and meanwhile, the people that does. Yeah, exactly. It seems completely arbitrary. And there's a feeling of, whenever I'm playing that game, and that game is gorgeous, by the way, of course, and the races are still fun, but I don't have, like, the feeling of progression is almost a little lost on me, whether with Forza Horizon 3, I always felt like every race meant that I was one step closer to, quote-unquote, beating the game. Because, I mean, you can still play, you can still collect all the cars and do whatever, but But if in this game, it feels like it's just feeding me random courses for me to do, but I'm not near any. I don't feel like the progression on it, honestly.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Any guesses as to who will take the prize? I mean, I have no horse in this race, but I will definitely just throw it out there. I think FIFA 19 may do it. Just
Do you think so?
Yeah, why not?
FIFA 19. Anything but EA.
Oh, anything but EA. Okay.
I wish.
So pretty much all.
I want anything but EA. So it has to be Forza Horizon.
We can't.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and say Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon.
Because I don't want EA to win.
Best strategy game. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based strategy gameplay, irrespective of platforms. The first one is The Banner Saga 3. Second one is BattleTech, Frostpunk, Into the Breach, and Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Oh, see, that one is like, wow, that's a good list because I play Frostpunk.
I know you play Frostpunk, yeah.
And that game's great. You know, as strategy games are, and the latest DLC that they released for it, it kind of lets you play it more like a SimCity rather than a story-based thing. You know, that you have to survive rather than a campaign.
So more like
it's like a city builder.
City builder, okay.
Yeah, which I definitely want to try. That game's really good. I recognize I haven't played BattleTech, but I'm just waiting for the pricing to be right on that one because I love mechs.
Oh, okay.
I love mechs. I freaking love mechs, and that's what that's what this is. You know, it's kind of like an XCOM type mech game.
Nice.
from Brian Fargo from Exile.
Is this the one? Is this the one that No, that was Steel Battalion. Okay, is this the one that had that weird controller scheme?
No, those were mechs also, but those were. And you know what the funny thing is, Steel Battalion had a very incredibly interesting lore. Like the idea why those things it was because there was a EMP bomb that pretty much annihilated anything that was electronically. So they kind of had to go back to the steampunk era, and it was really cool. But the execution on the second one, on the Kinect one, was terrible.
Yep,
terrible.
Any thoughts as to who may win this category?
I want to give it to Frostpunk, honestly.
I hear Into the Breach is a very good
yes.
game.
I forgot. Yeah. Into the Breach from the makers of FTL. Which have you played
Subset
FTL
games? I feel like I have.
That it's a PC. Well, it's on PC and it is.
Wait, no. I know what you're talking about, but I haven't played it.
It might as well be Star Trek Simulator in the sense of.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of too.
Yeah. In the sense, the graphics are very simple. Yeah, it's not simple. It's not. You're not on the bridge of a spaceship or anything like that. But anyway, it's not about FTL. Just look at YouTube. But Into the Breach, I've heard many good things.
Many good things, yeah.
So that could be a strong contender.
I'm going to just take a shot in the dark here.
Go ahead.
The Banner Saga 3 wins it.
All right. You played Banner Saga.
The first one, yeah. And it's very good.
It's
very good.
Yeah. Do you
very
beat that?
tough. No, I didn't beat it.
It's hard.
Something. It was. I wasn't because it was starting to though. It was starting to get to the point where it's like, ooh. Because you got to worry about your people, the morale, and all that. And it's it's a very big game. Yeah.
Some of the same thing with Frostpunk. I started to get too worried about these people.
The people, yeah,
especially when each character has each little character. Doesn't matter how tiny they have a name and they have a
history,
story, history, and everything. And you care about them too much that it gets a little depressing to have them die because of the harsh conditions. So yeah.
Next category, best family game. For the best game appropriate for all family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Fortnite is not nominated.
I'm surprised because it seems like families and moms, they talk about Fortnite.
They have. Mario Tennis Aces. Nintendo Labo. Overcooked 2, Starlink
Labo.
Battle for Atlas, and Super Mario Party. For the Switch. So
So
I not played any of them. I played it over the first Overcooked, and I think that was amazing.
So what I'm hearing from this list is that almost like family games have. I don't want to insult anybody. No,
Nintendo is this a Nintendo?
No. Not, well, yeah, it's all Nintendo, but also like like Nintendo Labo came and went. Nobody cares about Labo. All right, let's be real. You don't hear about anything else on this.
To be fair,
Mario Party was a bad. It's a bad game.
To be fair about the Nintendo Labo thing, these nominees are sifted through like all the fucking media sites and all that. They all get this early. Hey, of all these, what do you think are the best? Whatever, and then they tally all those up. The ones who have the top 5 or top 4, depending on the category size.
What is family games here without mentioning Fortnite? Your kids are not playing Nintendo Labo. Right now, I will pay you if your kids are playing Labo, all right? or Mario Party. They're playing Fortnite.
Mario Party.
I know.
It's very good. Yeah, I haven't played it,
but this is.
I know what you're saying. This is the phenomenon. Realistically, Fortnite is not being played by your kids. Is that what you're saying?
Fortnite is being played by your kids.
Truth is, you're absolutely right. However, is that a family game?
No.
There are families. There are families who are playing it, but will we consider this a family game?
Yeah, no, that's right. Really. That's right. That's like saying World of Warcraft is a family game. Which, hey, you can make it a family. You can make it a family affair, but
is it really a family game? Exactly.
Yeah.
Best fighting game for the best.
Well, who are we giving it to?
Well,
Fortnite. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, Fortnite's not there. I will honestly, I'll just throw it in there. I'll say Super Mario Party. I'll probably take that.
I'll say Nintendo Labo because what the hell?
Because you talk shit about it. It's like,
exactly.
I'm gonna put it down, but I think they'll win.
I'll put it down and take it out.
Fuck Nintendo Labo.
Fuck Nintendo Labo.
Congratulations, I think you're gonna win too.
It's not Mario Party at least.
The best fighting game. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat.
That has to be Dragon Ball Z.
So Dragon Ball Fighters is one of them who's nominated. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle is the second one. Soul Calibur 6 will be third. And finally, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition because that was released this year.
yeah, sure. Hey, the patch got released this year, so there you go.
So suddenly it gets nominated. I've only played Street Fighter 5 and not the patched version, evidently. So I'm going to go with Soul Calibur 6.
What?
Yes, because the schlongs are.
No.
Because the schlongs are out there, and we need to appreciate them.
No, we do not. No, we do not. Actually, if you're playing with a schlong enhanced character, you will get banned. You will get banned from Namco. Namco is banning people. Anyway, honestly, the best, and I'm basing this just on the temperature check of reviews, website that talking out there that the what fans of fighting games are talking about. And that is hands down is Dragon Ball.
Dragon
Z.
Dragon Ball
Z evidently is really good. Like, dude, I don't care about Dragon Ball, and I've been tempted.
Absolutely freaking gorgeous.
It looks amazing.
Oh my god,
it looks
such
so
a gorgeous
good.
looking game. Yeah. So yeah, that will be my bet. I mean, I'm not going to vote because I don't have a horse in this race, but I would think that would be the winner.
Yeah.
Best role playing game for the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massive multiplayer experiences.
Jesus, what is a role-playing game nowadays?
Well, you're about to find out, my friend. Dragon Quest 11.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that is a JRPG game.
Hell yeah. Monster Hunter World.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Really?
Ni no Kuni 2, The Revenant Kingdom.
That is an RPG.
Octopath Traveler.
That is an RPG,
and Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire.
Oh, wow. Okay.
By Obsidian,
so if
no longer out there for everybody.
Hey, they say that they're still... The games are coming out still. They're coming out on all the consoles. Because
they're current stuff,
Obsidian, for those who don't know, it's because Obsidian got bought by
Microsoft.
Yeah. And good pick.
From
Microsoft. Got definitely a good get. So, And yeah, honestly, if the gods are good and the planets align, it should be Pillars of Eternity. That's
That
it.
said.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean, this is going to come down to these are not.
This is a popularity contest. So honestly, if this was actually no, this is a popularity contest.
It's gonna. I mean, it's a combination of everything. It has your from the media sites, but it also obviously I can vote.
Yeah.
I can put here 100 times Pillars of Eternity. You know what I mean?
Of Eternity also. Yeah, honestly,
I honestly think it will not. I have a feeling that Monster Hunter World will win.
That would be ridiculous because that is not an RPG in any sense whatsoever. It's like it's winning because it's unfairly put in here. That's like I'm
not sure if it's unfairly put in here.
I think it is. I don't think
it's a traditional RPG.
I don't even. You can't just put RPG elements into a game and call it an RPG. That would be like saying, "Well, hey, no, true. I'm dead ass serious."
True.
That's
I
like
believe
saying,
you. I believe you.
Fucking Call of Duty has projects, has experience. Therefore, it's an RPG. Let's pull it up there with the rest, and it win because of all the fans.
I think from the title alone, for the best game design with rich player customization and progression. I think that maybe not as great as the other ones, but I'm sure I would argue that it has those elements. Now, that doesn't mean that that's my vote. I'm just saying, I think that's who's going to win.
That's probably.
I didn't vote because I didn't play. I only played one of these, and this is just me. If I don't play enough of them, I'm not going to make a vote. Let me just say that if I were to pick one, it would probably be between Dragon Quest or Octopath Traveler, because to me, just from what I've seen of those games, those are your traditional role-playing games that should get, especially Dragon. Yeah, we make fun of the music and all that, but realistically, there's a deep system in there, deep story. Octopath Traveler, another one with everybody.
Octopath Traveler,
you know what I mean?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So, do I think Pillars of Eternity? I don't know. I've never seen the game, so I have no clue. But I think I would.
It is very old school.
I would like to see
RPG.
I would like to see those two win, but I still think. My guess as who's going to win, I think Monster Hunter World.
Because it's a popularity contest, yes, exactly. It's definitely going to be. It's definitely now the prize or the nomination for the most ill-informed nomination should be this one, because if you're going to tell me that anything with an RPG element is an RPG, then
I would say
sure.
a rich RPG element. That's the difference. Are you going to tell me Call of Duty has a rich RPG element?
No, but you know what? There's a little game called Fortnite out there that you could actually customize your character greatly. And Destiny 2. Destiny 2 should be the RPG according to the description here.
Does that in Fortnite change how you play? Does it affect your gameplay by changing your outfit or selecting a new dance? No, it does not change how you play. You still have to play the same way you have to play.
Hey, have you played Destiny 2?
No, I'm saying, well, Destiny 2 is different, but even still, that is, I don't know why that one's not here. Honestly, I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm not sure why it's not here. But I don't think it's deep. It's not deep, right? You think it's deep?
Dude,
I don't know.
Tell that to dude. If Ramiro was listening to you right now,
I think he would think
slap
it
you
was a
through the
great
podcast.
action RPG.
I think Destiny 2 wins this category.
Well, popularity wise, I'm sure it would. All right, next category. Best action/adventure game. For the best action-adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
Let me guess. Monster Hunter World is not here.
No. Not here at all.
Of course not.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Wow.
God of War. Marvel's Spider-Man. Red Dead Redemption 2. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
All right. Let's just give it to Spider-Man and move on. Because you mentioned traversing.
Traversing, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just
traversal,
like
puzzle solving.
It doesn't have puzzle solving. Oh.
And I got to say, I would agree.
The puzzles, yes.
The traversal in Red Dead Redemption 2 is way too fucking long.
You might say is horseshit.
Yes. Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. But the puzzle...
It might as well be Red Dead traversal because that's basically what you're doing the whole time.
The puzzle elements on Spider-Man are bullshit. They are.
I don't even
stupid.
remember a puzzle.
Exactly.
I don't think it has.
Remember,
any, yeah.
just hey, align this slide, this
Oh
slide
yes,
together.
Well, that's not even a puzzle.
I know. It is so stupid. It's like the game is great in itself, and it feels like, oh shit, we got to put elements. What can we do? I don't know. Let's just.
It took like literally seconds. I was just going. Oh, and there's that thing over here. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I got it.
It is so dumb. But that said, the traversal on it is so freaking perb.
I would like Marvel Spider-Man to win this category.
It definitely deserves it.
However, I don't think it's going to win. Like my vote, if I'm not mistaken, went for Marvel Spider-Man. I think it's going to be between God of War and Red Dead.
No, it's gonna be Spider-Man, bro.
It could be also Assassin's Creed Odyssey because Assassin's Creed Odyssey is great.
Spider-Man. I mean, I want it to be God of War, hence But no, you know what?
What is that? Where your vote goes to God of War?
No, because I don't. God of War is probably my favorite game so far this year.
True.
I don't.
But is it a best action adventure? Does it fit the description?
Best action adventure.
Best action adventure game. That's what I'm saying. For the best action adventure, combining
Spider-Man
combat,
still.
traversal, and puzzle solving.
See, but it shouldn't be Spider-Man because the puzzle element is bullshit. But the traversal is so great that overcomes. You know what? Yeah, let's give it to Spider-Man.
That's where my vote would go.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to win. I think God of War should win. But I think Red Dead Redemption will.
You know what I mean? True. I was going to say, remember, it's a popularity contest. So
I know.
Chances are Spider-Man.
Or God of War. God of War was very popular.
I think a lot of people have forgotten how good that game was because it came early this year, and that's what happened.
True, it's possible. Yeah. It's possible. Best action game.
God of War. Move on.
For the best game in the action genre focused on combat.
God of fucking War.
Not even on the list, my friend.
What?
Yeah.
That's it. We're done.
Call of Duty, Black Ops 4.
Jesus Christ.
Dead Cells.
Wait, go back. What is the name of this guy?
Best action game. Now
game.
Listen specifically for the best game in the action genre focused on combat.
And they're putting Call of fucking Duty in here.
There's nothing but combat, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's
so
it's just twitchy. It's just. Okay. It's zero strategies. Okay. I don't want to insult anybody.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Okay.
Dead Cells by Motion Twin.
Fucking
Shout out to Dead Cells. Destiny 2 Forsaken. Far Cry 5. And Mega Man 11.
I haven't played Mega Man 11. But I know it. I mean, come on, guys. You're not putting God of War here.
That's
what
one
are
of
you
those.
doing?
That's one of those where we're just happy we got nominated.
I don't understand why God of War is not here.
Because God of War of old, yes, it makes sense because it was
the fighting
action.
On this one is amazing.
It is great, but I don't think it's all about the fighting.
But that's the action. You said it. It's all about the action.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think this God of War is all about the action.
So this is okay. This is just mindless. But no, because that's like
look
saying
at the ones who are nominated.
No, because
are pretty mindless, aren't they?
This game is there, and I don't consider it mindless.
Which one?
The one that you like.
Dead Cells?
Yeah, I consider that mindless.
I do. I just freaking run through those levels and destroy shit.
I'm sorry, you're that good. All right, fine. Dead Cells should win this.
Well, my vote would go for Dead Cells.
Yeah.
But I obviously Call of Duty. That's me. Why would that not win?
Because popularity contest.
Yes. I'm going to quickly go through this one. Best VR or AR game. For the best game experience, playable in virtual or augmented reality.
Tetris, you win.
Irrespective of platform. We have Astrobot Rescue Mission. Beat Saber, which I hear is amazing. Firewall 0 Hour. Moss. And then, of course, Tetris Effect.
Tetris Effect, you win this. We move on.
I agree. Tetris Effect is the winner as far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
Best mobile game. For the best game playable on a dedicated mobile device.
Diablo Immortal.
Not yet. Not yet. Donut County. Florence.
Ooh.
Fortnite.
Ooh.
PUBG Mobile.
Oh.
And Reigns. Game of Thrones.
What?
It's there.
Oh, Reigns Game of Thrones. Yes. I don't know what that's doing there, but that.
So okay. here's my quick two cents on this. I play both Fortnite and PUBG on mobile. Believe it or not, my experience in PUBG Mobile was better than the experience in
Because people on Fortnite
In
is
Fortnite.
already that good. Good.
No. I'm saying technically, like the game itself running.
Yeah.
PUBG Mobile ran better for me than.
That's kind of shocking to hear.
It is, and because everybody was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it!" I was like, "Okay, let me play it," and whatever it was chugging a little bit.
Yeah.
Could be my phone, who knows? That said, as far as I'm concerned, my vote went for Florence because Florence is amazing.
Yeah.
Fortnite will win though.
Fortnite will win.
Yeah.
I will give it to Donald County, but let's be real.
Yeah, Fortnite will win.
Fortnite will win. Fortnite will win.
Yes. Best independent game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. The Messenger.
Star Citizen.
The Return of Oberdin.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Into the Breach.
Oh, shoot.
And now it becomes difficult for me. Dead Cells and Celeste.
Oh, no. this is not hard. Honestly, Celeste was fantastic.
Celeste was fantastic.
But Dead Cells, not to mention that they are still adding more content. Now,
to Dead Cells,
I think Dead Cells now has a huge content patch that is,
changing the game, yeah.
It is, this is Dead Cells, bro. It's not hard. It's not a difficult
No,
one.
it is hard because I love Celeste. I've actually.
Oh, me too. I really like
Celeste. Of the games, Celeste has, for me, a more package. Remember, Dead Cells is still a roguelite, which is a shock to me because I was just like, I'm probably not going to hang with this game very much. And yet I spent way out, like an immense amount of hours on this game. Celeste, on the other hand, dude, the music, the gameplay, the story. Yeah.
My Celeste is called like my wife.
I think Celeste does get my vote, and I think Celeste wins this too.
No. See, that's.
What do you think?
You were. I was right there. Well, no, actually, I can't say. You're wrong in both accounts. Actually, I'm sorry.
Celeste gives my vote because that's where I feel.
Yeah, sure. But that it will win. I don't think it will win. I do not think it will win at all.
I'm gonna tell you, I have a reason.
It's a popularity contest.
I know.
Remember,
correct.
Everybody's talking about Dead Cells still today. No one is talking about Celeste since it came out, and that's not to. I get you. It's a great game, but when it comes to this type of votes.
I still no. Honestly, I think in this category, it's not the same as the other categories in popularity.
We're gonna revisit this. We will.
We
come back. Yeah.
We will. And I have another reason why I think Celeste will do it, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
And also, again, not to take anything away from Celeste is awesome, but I feel like Dead Cells is still more game.
What?
Yes.
Than freaking Celeste?
Yes.
Dude. Have you forgotten how to play Celeste?
I know I play Celeste, and I know it. Yes, but when you're looking at
you are so wrong. It's unreal.
No.
I'm sorry to say.
You forget.
I'm not forgetting.
Celeste,
you're talking to somebody who played a shitload of freaking Dead Cells. So no, I'm not forgetting. So yes, I think I'm very right.
I don't think Celeste is gonna be mentioned on this. Not even top 2.
Okay, if you say so.
Honestly, I don't want to break your heart, but
no, I believe
feel like it is.
I believe you.
This is all Dead Cells.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I'm positive it's not.
Trust me, I would like for it to be Celeste, but it's not going to. I don't think people hold that game into.
I think they do.
Also, not to mention, Celeste is not on everything. Dead Cells is almost on everything.
What do you mean not on everything?
I think Celeste is Switch and PS4 and PC. No, I don't remember if it's on PC. But
I don't know if it's on PC, but I know.
But I know Dead Cells is on everything. I think.
I don't know if it's on everything. I know it's on PC.
It's on PC.
I don't know if it's on Switch or anything like that.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Actually. So what the hell? What argument are you bringing here?
Celeste is not going to win, sir.
If you say so.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Category.
I don't want to break your heart, but
it's okay.
It's true.
It's all right. It wouldn't break my heart anyway.
We're gonna come
again,
back.
This is not.
Bro. You know what? I'm gonna go in right now, cast my vote, and I put in fucking Celeste because I don't want to be proven wrong.
Wait. Do it again, because then you'll see the categories.
Okay.
All right. Games for Impact.
For what?
Games for Impact. This is one of those that have the underlying meaning and all this behind it. So for
okay.
a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message.
I like those. Yeah.
Number 1 is 1111 Memories Retold.
I
Never heard of that one yet.
no.
Celeste. Florence. Life is
Yep.
Strange 2, Episode 1.
I haven't played it, but yeah.
Episode 1? Just Episode 1. Okay. And The Missing. J.J. McField and The Island of Memories.
I don't know what Life is Strange Episode 1 is doing. If it's just one episode, like, could you consider that a whole game?
I don't know if you consider it a whole game, so I agree. I don't know if I would vote for it if it's not finished yet.
Because it could start amazing and then go to shit.
Yeah, exactly. For me, again, it's between Celeste and Florence. When it comes to the actual category, which is thought-provoking game with profound social meaning or message, I give it to Florence. Yeah, I give it to Florence. Yeah. Florence is great, guys.
I mean, my wife was talking about that game, and she's not a gamer.
She's not a gamer.
So.
Dude, it really is. You really should play it. If she still has it on her phone,
she does.
Just play it. It takes an hour. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I do want to. I just forget, but yeah.
I'll remind you.
Florence. Yeah, there you go.
By the way, play Florence. Next category.
Alexa, remind me to play Florence.
Best performance awarded.
There you go, Alexa. I'll remind you.
Oh, nice. Awarded to an individual for. All right, shut up. Awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture. Brian Deckard as Connor from Detroit Become Human.
Ooh.
Christopher Judge as Kratos for God of War.
Oh.
Melisanthe Mahut as Cassandra for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan for Red Dead Redemption 2. And Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker for Marvel's Spider-Man. This is a tough category.
It's a hard one indeed.
This is a tough category.
There's not a single one here that we could be like, oh, we can discard this one. Everybody here is like super important. Even the character of Cassandra on Assassin's Creed.
Oh no, actually, I think she's one of the front runners.
She is really
I've heard
good.
very good things.
Oh my god,
I haven't played it, but I've heard very good things of that. Of the ones that I've played, which would be Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption, and Kratos. Red Dead Redemption. Don't get me wrong, Arthur Morgan's cool and all, but I haven't seen anything that puts him in front of the pack. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Kratos.
Oh my god.
Kratos was
definitely
he was an amazing
fantastic.
change to
Papa Kratos.
Papa Kratos.
Literally.
Boy.
Yeah. Boy. I know. Oh my god. I need to play that game again. This game's so good.
And then of course Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker. Peter Parker was great. Peter Parker was amazing.
He was great. The end of that game, he had an emotion that is only comparable to Spider-Man on the Last Avengers.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Only comparable to that. It's amazing. Shit. But this is a very tough one.
I think I would like. Okay, so I would like.
All right, go. I got my choice.
I would like
Go
Kratos
ahead.
to win. I would like Christopher Judge Kratos to win. That would be where my vote goes.
My vote will go there too.
As for who I think wins,
It's gonna be Peter Parker, isn't it?
it may be Peter Parker. Yeah, it may be Peter Parker.
Unfortunately.
Well, no, hey, I would, I'll be good with that too. Yeah,
it's fine. We're just saying it's not gonna be our choice.
Honestly,
because it's gonna
any
be a
of these
popular
would go.
vote.
Like I said, with what I've heard of how awesome Cassandra is, if she wins it, I'd be like, sure. Why
Cassandra
not?
is great. Not to mention, she taught me a Greek curse word.
Oh, wow.
Malaka.
Sir, you're insulting Greek people.
People saying malaka left and right. It's like asshole, basically.
Oh, really?
It's like the equivalent of it. Or a little bit, I don't know. It's like saying asshole. I really like Cassandra. I think she's a cool character to the point where whenever I see the Assassin's Creed promos with the guy character, it's almost like, what is this alternate reality bullshit? It's like, what the hell is this? This is not my Assassin's Creed. The Assassin's Creed, the main character should be Cassandra because she delivers the best lines. Not to mention, there's something about her creation itself. It is so appealing. It is so
I've seen
likable.
some. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got
It is.
you.
She is a cool, strong woman. I really like her. It's just too bad that she is headlining on a game that is just broken for the sake of sending you DLC. Oh, that's a sad truth. So it's a shame. But yeah, I definitely want Kratos to win this one, which I cannot believe is coming out of my mouth.
Christopher Judge. Yep.
Christopher Judge. Kratos. God of War. Who would have thought?
Best audio design presented by Dolby Digital.
That's what it is. Presented by Dolby.
Says it right there.
I thought you were going to say presented by Mountain Dew.
No, Dolby, which makes sense for the category, I guess. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design.
Presented by Bose.
Presented by Bose. Call of Duty 4 Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Forza Horizon 4, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
You tell me, because I think Red Dead Redemption 2 has...
I have to give props to Marvel Spider-Man, where there's a lot of awesome little audio bits. It's amazing, and I think I mentioned this in our spoiler review, where it's cool. You can hear him change how he's speaking when he's swinging versus when he's stopping. Like if he's just standing on in the corner, he's talking regularly. Yeah. When he's swinging, he's like, it sounds like he's out of breath. And that's amazing. It stops and goes the way you stop. Like if you stop, it'll change how he's speaking.
But that's not new though.
I didn't say it was new.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was amazingly done, and it wasn't the only thing that they had going for them. But that said, Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay, let me tell you how. Yes, I have my complaints about this game, but shit, the fucking sound design is amazing.
It is
sound effects, the moments of just if you're you can close your eyes and put me into just get me over to an area, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds like I'm in Saint Denis, because it sounds like the city where you're in. Or you can go to the swamp, like, yeah, this sounds like the swamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The sound design is amazing. That will be where my vote goes, and it's also my prediction that's who's going to win.
Yeah, honestly, I almost think it would be foolish not to select that one. Just because of the sheer amount of detail that Rockstar has put into this game. I have no doubt that they will do the same for the sound design. And I haven't played the game, but from what I've obviously heard, I can definitely see it winning.
Yeah,
taking it.
I agree. The next one, best score or music presented by Spotify.
Now it's gonna be presented by Doritos.
Yeah, why not? For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. For outstanding music,
Spider-Man to be here,
inclusive
please.
of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Spider-Man is on the list.
Yes.
Celeste is also on the list. God of War, Ni no Kuni 2, Octopath Traveler, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Score.
For the Red Dead Redemption 2, there are moments that really work. Actually, I've posted a couple videos, and if you listen to the music as it's happening, it's like, whoa, this really works for this.
It's almost
scene,
like they know what you're doing.
Yeah, and while it's cool and all, my God, dude, Celeste's music is great.
I've heard.
I have the soundtrack of that on Spotify, presented by Spotify. But no, I have the soundtrack of that. Shout out to Lena Raine, which is the composer. It is the shit, dude. I've listened to it, and it is so good.
It's really good.
That would be where my vote goes.
But is that a score though? Because that sounds more like
it is a score.
Is that
Celeste? Oh yeah.
I thought it was Blips and Bloops.
No.
It's actually it's an orchestra.
It is, dude. You need to listen to it.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if it's an orchestra. It's not an orchestra because she's making the music, but it's not bleeps and bloops.
No, I'm not saying.
You know what I mean? This is not the messenger.
It's a really good MIDI file. Basically, what you're telling me.
That's fine. Yes.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
All right. Well, that's not a score, and therefore I cannot score it like that.
Sure.
I cannot give it to Celeste because
say so.
that's not even an orchestra. The way it
it's
sounds.
Still original music.
Oh, original music.
Okay.
Well, all right. So, let me tell you about a little game.
Best score or music. What the hell?
Let me tell you about a little indie game called Spider-Man. If you wanted to feel like a hero, Spider-Man was it.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Are you making fun of my accent now?
No.
We have 135 episodes, and this is what you're making.
Hello, that's from Friends. Come on, man.
Oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
And that's not his last name.
Spider.
He's not John Spiderman. He's
Oh,
the
I see,
Spider-Man. Come on now, you remember?
It is a Spider-Man. Anyway, when I'm swinging and that score is going like exactly the type of music that I will imagine in a movie of him swinging through shit, and then it stops at the moment you stop. You know, admittedly, sometimes a little abruptly, yes,
Yes,
but
it's a little rough, yeah. And
Yeah.
sometimes it starts a little rough too.
I'll give it that. Yeah, that I have, but it definitely sets you in that right mood. It's like it's really it does engage you as you're playing. You know, this character is supposed to be a hero. It's a hero. I although I will not deny Celeste, and I can almost see it winning, and I'm being fine with it. I think Spider-Man should get this.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, well, I can't say they all. Like God of War.
God of War was great.
I don't recall, like nothing stands out in my memory.
See, there are moments that are really.
I mean,
there's some use of drum there
is,
that is amazing.
There is a moment where the music really swells. I'm not going to spoil it here, but it's the moment when you're going back to the past.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? You know, that was amazing.
See, I'm telling you, this.
But that's one moment in a long game. You know what I mean? So I don't really remember much of it, else doing it.
No, it's good, but it's almost like expected. Like this is what we expect. If you have put so much detail, so much time into crafting this world and making everything look so beautiful, of course you're not gonna skimp on the music. So the music is fantastic, and if there wasn't anything else here, I mean, not anything else, but if it wasn't for like shit, it will be my very strong third, but.
Which one?
God of War.
God of War. Yeah.
Yeah. But I recognize Celeste's music is really good because yes, it is very original. And Spider-Man, although I can't, I'm only remembering one particular tune, which is when you're swinging. But I remember that tune making me feel like a total badass, which is what I go into games, for. So yes, I want to give it to Spider-Man, but
okay,
God of War.
I want to give it to Celeste. That's where my vote would go. I can see Red Dead taking it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, probably.
I can see it taking
because popularity contest.
Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation.
All right, so that's easy. That's Katamari Damacy. We're moving on.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Return of Obra Dinn. This one is simple.
Oh, shit.
This is Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's the thing.
That's my pick. And it's also going to be the
yes.
Because let me tell you, the technical achievement, this is what it says, and or technical achievement in artistic design. Dude, hands down. Spades, this thing has.
Yeah, this is the year where if it wasn't for that, then we would have been talking about Obra Dinn. Even is very interesting. The way it looks.
Yeah. I've seen
the really cool.
I almost want to get it. I'm not gonna
lie. It's very stylized. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get that too. We're gonna jump into the sale. I think it's on sale. And I mean, shit. Even I'm not a Assassin's Creed, yes, the art is kind of played out, but the world is beautiful still. So even that, but my God, from what I've seen of Red Dead Redemption, it'll be a travesty not to vote for it.
Yeah, it's just obviously you don't know what a technical achievement is.
Exactly. At that point, it's like you don't.
I mean, to be fair, if you haven't played it, then maybe I get it.
I haven't played it, but I've seen videos.
But you recognize
what I've seen is
Next character. Next category. Best narrative. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Detroit Become Human. God of War. Life is Strange 2 Episode 1. Marvel Spider-Man. Red Dead Redemption 2. This one here, I would actually not give to Red Dead, and I would give that to God of War.
Really? Yes. Over Spider-Man?
Over Spider-Man, yes.
Wow. Okay.
For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, the storytelling of God of War was it just I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting to absolutely love this character and his son.
You're not wrong.
And everything that happens to them. And yeah, no, it's don't get me wrong. So far, Red Dead is getting better as far as where the story is going, but it's so spaced out. You know,
Yeah,
you
the
can
pacing-
lose.
the
The
pacing is
pacing
kind of-
is lost on that. So when it comes to a narrative, I like a nice tight story, and you know what? Marvel Spider-Man also falls into that unfortunately where you can go off, do a million things, and then
Yeah.
come back later. So God of War, while it does have your occasional side thing, dude, the narrative is there. One of the best moments, dude, is when the dude telling the story on the boat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah.
like those are awesome stories. And it's happening
You're
during.
making a good argument for God of War, let me tell you.
Well, that's where my vote goes as to where I think is going to win. It's probably going to go to Red Dead 2 because of whatever.
It's
but-
probably, yeah. I'll tell you what I want mine, because I still put God of War as my favorite game this year.
Mhm.
But that said, Spider-Man surprised me in making me almost a fan.
Mhm.
At that point, I did not like Homecoming, the Marvel's Cinematic Universe Homecoming, the Spider-Man
Homecoming,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I did not care about for it. Well, almost at all, I would
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
but a
right.
little bit. And so, when I was coming into Spider-Man, and I always told you, like, yeah, his power is kind of silly. He's like a spider, he's a spider, and he's just swinging shit, and like, but I
So
never
great
got
about that.
yeah. It to me, he was like a B character, like a B superhero, not. So to have this game, and obviously I've wanted it because it was very beautiful. The game always looked very detailed. The detail of the fabric of Spider-Man's costume. It was
Yes,
like,
it's ridiculous.
I needed to see this. So obviously I got it. And then I played it. And the more I played it, the more invested I got into the story.
The narrative.
Not so much the thing with the demons, quote unquote, that group. Like, I didn't care about Mr. Negative, as much. And honestly, in retrospect, now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that I did not care anything about Mr. Negative or whatever kind of makes me think that I should be picking God of War, really. But it's just that ending of Spider-Man was so impactful that it completely turned my opinion of that character. Like, I can't wait to see the next Spider-Man game and even the movie. It is like he's now a top tier hero just for that game. So that and again, it was a very touching moment. It was something along the lines of like what you feel the first. Oh, you're not gonna remember this probably for those. What you feel the first time you see Empire Strike Back. I was gonna say, which is that bittersweet reveal and that bittersweet ending, and it's like, oh man.
Mm-hmm. That was good. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It was good. I did not like the fact that it almost like I shouldn't have been spoiling anything. There is a anyway. I won't say anything. I won't say anything. That will be my choice. Spider-Man, but God of War should win this.
Should win that. Yeah, I agree. Best game direction awarded to the game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. A Way Out, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption. The usual trio there.
Yeah, that's Rockstar.
Game direction, I think, will go to Rockstar.
That's Rockstar, yeah.
Because of there are stories that you can miss if you don't finish them within a certain chapter, and they're designed in a certain way where if you do them, it enriches your story later. If you miss them, then you just miss them. It's just what it is.
And you might not even know that you.
And you might not exactly. It's designed in a way where it will make sense if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I would give that much to it. I still like God of War for this one. I really, really do like God of War for this one. I think my vote would go to God of War. But I think Red Dead Redemption will probably take that.
Red Dead Redemption on this one just because. What's the name of the thing again?
Best game direction awarded to the game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game design and direction design.
I think,
and
that's
I would also say, I might have to change my vote there. But the Red Dead Redemption also purposely wants to deliver something, whether you like it or not, whether it's for you or not, it's doing things on purpose, and it does create a world where it's funny to say, oh man, you spend so much time going from one place to another, but you do see things along the way.
Yeah.
And things happen along the way. You know what I mean? And all these little things, and they're designed in a way where it just makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to say that.
I agree.
Direction, yeah.
I would probably, just because of they take their time.
They do
to make the games,
and the game takes its time too.
And the game takes its time too. Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah. But when you see the level of detail that the flutes and everything, and it's almost like they're raising the bar.
Yeah,
Hello, honestly,
Bethesda, you have been called out twice now. One by The Witcher 3, two by Red Dead Redemption.
God, wow!
Fix your shit. That's what that means. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It.
By the way, Fallout, I think, still would have been within time to make this list had they not fucked it up. Just saying. All right, two more categories, guys. Best ongoing game, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player's experience over time. Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I want to quickly give a shout out here to Hello Games and No Man's Sky. They went from being literally panned on the internet, receiving like the internet's version of a tar and feathering for releasing No Man's Sky. And 2 years later, here they are being nominated. I mean, granted, it's the best ongoing game, not best game, whatever. But obviously, they've put their heart and soul into turning that game around.
They felt the negativity that came out, and they took it. You can almost say it empowers them to create the vision that they originally had, and they're still creating content that is making that game better. I just checked it today.
Yeah,
I went in. I played around for a little bit, and I saw. I mean, the planet where I was, I didn't play enough to like go out and see anything like that I noticed that was new. But it still ran fine. It still was a game that I know if I played for an hour, I will make some cool discoveries.
That's cool. Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out to Hello Games. We mentioned this story. I think Redemption was the hot topic of the week at one point, and we're kind of circling around No Man's Sky.
Yep.
And I think we can honestly say they've sort of redeemed themselves here. You know what I mean? If you still own the game is yours.
Yeah,
you can still play it.
You the patch like Square Enix.
Yeah. However, that all said, Fortnite wins this easily. I'm sorry to say.
Well, do they? I wonder. Because yes.
With the content, the amount of content and player experience that they're bringing over time, hold on. They do.
I see. I think I'm gonna show you what I really mean by this.
Okay.
Yes, they are releasing content to it, but is it valuable content or is it just DLC crap that they have you spend more money into and not really change the rules of the game a lot, or give you a new map or stuff like that? You know what I mean? That to me. There's content and then there is content.
Yeah, here's what they've done. They've introduced new modes. They had the Marvel tie-in with Thanos at one point. They still have. They're constantly updating the map. They're constantly. Huh?
That both of those things were limited. I mean, the map was the thing that made it change. The thing with Thanos was limited, and then it never got seen again, and will never be seen again.
It's a licensed product, but that doesn't mean you won't see something else in the future.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
if you're gonna give me content and then take it away, then you're really being given something. What if I didn't play Fortnite around that time? I completely missed on that.
You're right, but it's a free game.
Well, I mean,
you could have played at any point.
At that point, if you're gonna say that at that point, this should win everything just because this is the most valuable game because it's free. It should win every category.
No, that is not the truth.
Well,
that's not what I'm saying at all. Because what I'm trying to say is that you're getting content for a game that you don't have to pay for. You know what I'm saying? They are putting in.
But you do. If you want the content, you have to pay because if you're gonna get say the new skins and stuff like
New
that.
skins, yes, of course.
Well, that's the content. What else are they releasing? Have they released a new map? Have they released new weapons?
Yes, they have.
They have tweak stuff, but that's not new content.
It wasn't there a shopping cart at one point where you can
And they take it out. Well,
it doesn't matter. They still are releasing it.
Those are tweaks to the gameplay. That's not to me. Content is be like.
Okay, so which other one here are you?
I'll show you. Well,
what's the other horse in the race?
Give me the other one. Give me the other one. So you mentioned
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Yeah.
No Man's Sky, Overwatch, Rainbow Six.
All right.
Siege.
So Overwatch, we can almost argue that it's almost the same situation as Fortnite, even though you don't have to pay for the extra characters.
Correct.
So actually, right there, it's better than Fortnite.
But you have to pay for the game.
Yeah. It doesn't. See, this cannot be about that.
No, I know.
We're going to talk about price.
But you mentioned it. You don't have to pay for the characters. True. But you are paying into the game.
But on Fortnite, you have to pay for the content. You know, if not, you have playing Fortnite.
Which one is yours, sir?
For me, don't try to dismiss it just because you know that I'm right.
You're the one who brought up price. So if you're gonna bring up price, well, hey,
so No Man's Sky was a broken ass game at the beginning.
It was a broken ass game. Yeah.
They have been working on that game. They have been releasing free patches. They're not trying to sell you this again.
That's because they can't. But yeah,
exactly. It will be, but Fortnite can. You know, for some reason. They are giving you content that is free. They're actually giving you almost new words. They give you biodome.
No, I'm talking about No Man's Sky. Okay,
yeah, No Man's Sky. They, at one point they revamped the base building. I mean, they redid that game almost. Almost.
Not almost. I think they did. I mean, it does not look
version
like anything.
2.0. It doesn't look anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
Exactly. To me, that is hell of a lot more valuable.
True.
Than just playing a game where they are still tweaking because the game is on beta still. It's not. It's not a finished title just yet, and it will never be because why would they? They can still be making money off. And the content is it's behind a paywall because if you want to get the new skins and the new seasons shit that they bring you have to pay $9.99 all the time. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm not saying that that Fortnite does not bring content, I'm just saying that if for this category, this shit should not even. Well, this shit should be the last place of all the ones that you have mentioned.
That said, I agree with you. No Man's Sky, and I even said shout out to Hello Games for turning the game around. Yeah. That should be the winner.
Yeah.
But this is a popularity contest.
This is a popularity contest. Yeah. Fortnite. Yeah. I don't think that was the that true, we can agree. Yeah, that true. Was. Yeah.
I think that's why.
I thought you were voting for that.
I honestly, that's what I voted for because I'm like, yeah, that's a phenomenon. Why would I not vote for these guys who created a phenomenon?
No, but that's so unlike you.
I haven't. Well, I mean, I can't
do that.
So true.
That is very unlike
absolutely true.
Yeah.
But I
change your vote.
I was not going to vote for a game I have not played. So that's the whole deal. Yes, had I played No Man's Sky, then yes, I have. That's a horse in the race for me. It's not a horse in the race for me, and I cannot vote for Destiny, and I'm not going to vote for Overwatch. So you know what I mean?
You play, and I will argue that Destiny.
Oh God.
No, I'm sorry, but it is true.
No,
I will argue that Destiny has been bringing more content.
Destiny 2 is okay. Destiny is. We're not getting into what Destiny is or not. Okay, but Destiny is not the game that was promised to us when they first said we're on Destiny 2, and if to get Forsaken, you have had to have already paid God knows how much. To
and
get
you
that,
have to pay $40 for Forsaken.
Exactly.
But they're not saying Destiny 2. They're saying Destiny 2 Forsaken. Are they not?
Yeah.
So it's saying
it doesn't matter. I have Destiny 2 Forsaken. I just don't have Forsaken. When I load Destiny 2, guess what it says?
It says
Destiny 2 Forsaken.
You don't have,
but I don't have no Forsaken content in there. Why does it say this?
Because you have been forsaken.
I have been forsaken. And forsake that game. Finally, Big Dog, Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields.
Oh, shit. Now you got to go ahead.
That's serious.
Give your
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Fortnite.
No, Fortnite's not on here.
There you go.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, the usual three there, and Monster Hunter World. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game, and it's a great game.
It's a great game.
Game of the year.
It pretty much took Capcom from under.
Oh,
you know the biggest franchise, and mind you, of all time, they're including Street Fighter fucking 2.
Wow.
So yes, Dragon Age,
Monster
Hunter, Dragon Age. Wow, fuck. Monster Hunter needs to be here. I don't know what the fuck Celeste is doing here. I'm sorry.
Sir, this is where I was coming. This is where I was coming to you from before. Was saying, yeah, this is why that other category. You were saying Celeste doesn't have a chance in hell. Yes, it does. It's nominated for Game of the Year.
Game of the Year.
It sure to hell does. And it's not going to win. It's not going to win Game of the Year. But it's sure as hell going to win the other category. Remember?
I tell you why Celeste is here because Celeste is a very strong contender. It's just
an amazing game.
They already mentioned all the good games, and also
they could have left it. Hello, there's 6 here when most of the categories will have 5. They could have left it out.
They should have left it out. Actually, no.
And yet they didn't.
You know what? For some reason, they put Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which, what the fuck, man?
It's not your game of the year, but it is a lot of people's game of the year. Most of those people pay for that $99 though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they don't see the same problem.
There's their side. There you go. Yeah.
All right. So seriously, my vote would go here easily for God of War.
God of War. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption 2 would. Although, to be fair, Red Dead Redemption 2 has received a lot of 10s, but not, there are some people going, this is, like, so I wonder if God of War can sneak by here.
Sometimes they're going
I don't know. I don't know either. So
God of War.
I'm
surprised that we agree on that one.
I
thought you were going to go Spider-Man.
No, I love Spider-Man, but it's not Game of the Year.
Yeah.
It's not
Spider-Man is great.
Yeah.
But it's
a solid 9.
It's
a solid 9.
It's a definitely solid 9. It's a game that is super entertaining. It has amazing drivers and all that, but it just borrows. It is a game that borrows. Borrows for a lot of games.
I was talking with Chaos the other day, and we were laughing at how so many things were pulled. You can say I don't say they were pulled from Rocksteady's universe or the Arkham series. It's like.
Yeah, it's almost like this is the mold to make hero games.
Yeah, although to be fair, I think I enjoyed the combat in Spider-Man more than I enjoyed the system in Arkham. Just because.
Oh, in Arkham versus Arkham?
Because Spider-Man is just so much more fluid, and I love swinging, dude. I just love everything about it. Pulling yourself to the character, pulling them towards you, spinning them around. Oh, it's just so good.
Yeah, I did.
It's a lot of fun
though. I
do. I mean, don't get me wrong. Arkham's great, but I think this one edges it out a little bit. So
yeah, you might be right on that.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of an awesome episode 135, the real 135, guys.
One that we were able to finish early.
Yes,
it's not 12 o'clock.
We're still at 2:45.
They were still managed to make it long.
Yeah, well done.
We know you like it long.
Oh, damn.
We bring it hard.
All right, enough of that. You're making me blush here. All right, guys. This is Mad Dog signing off for this week. Mr. Santos.
Oh, shit.
Wait, real quick.
Go ahead.
Once again, please go to goodgame.tech. Join the conversation there. And please like, subscribe, and share the podcast with everyone. Also, please just throw in your picks as to who you think is going to win Game of the Year and who do you think is going to win that best indie game, because we all know it's going to be Celeste. Because
it's going to be
Celeste.
That's crazy.
All right, Mr. Santos.
Dead Cells. Hey, you guys have heard everything about Dead Cells. Anyway, no, I invite you guys to come up with ideas for our what should be our topic of the week. So we try to make our topic of the week about stuff that we find interesting, things that we find topical, but I kind of want to make sure that it's also stuff that interests you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that is the content that you like to hear about, and that you have your own opinions and want to share them with us. So, any ideas of what things that we can make into a topic, by all means, post them down in the comments. And remember, you guys are always welcome to chime in.
Yes.
And
send us an email.
goodgamegamergroup@gmail.com. Yes.
Send us an audio file.
You can send us an audio file like Gilberto tells us like he sees. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Chaos tells us as he sees it.
He used to say it like how he sees it, but he doesn't say it anymore. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. We haven't heard him in a while. Also, he's been awfully a little quiet.
Maybe he just enjoys things the way they are right now.
Yeah, maybe he's okay.
He's all right. He's in a good place.
Yes,
I think so. That's what it is.
Chaos is at peace.
He is at peace.
And also, don't forget to listen to Nivel Escondido.
Oh yes, shout out
to Nivel Escondido. If you want a fantastic gaming podcast in español, you can enjoy.
With
those guys are
an amazing voice by one Mr. Sparrow Wolf.
Oh yeah, although they all have very good
voices. Yeah,
voices also very good timbre.
Yes,
on them.
I agree.
And it was funny because this week, I'll say like yesterday, we were having a match because we were talking. Sparrow Wolf and I were talking about Bayonetta versus Devil May Cry, and we all had, and then Gilberto chimed in, and of course we all had our opinions, on what are the better games, but all in amicable terms.
Of course, yeah.
He likes bad games, basically. That's the bottom line of it.
I hear you do too. So.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. I like terrible games also. I mean, hello, House Party. Come on.
Oh God, I don't know how you did that to yourself. All right, guys. So we'll see you next week. GG.